Good evening and welcome to Hobie Krause Field in Montpelier, Ohio tonight on another gorgeous Friday night for high school football. We're ready for the Toledo Area Athletic Conference matchup between 2-2 Edon and 1-3 Montpelier. Edon played last week in the TAC with a win that we saw over Northwood fairly convincingly. For Montpelier, this is their first Toledo Area Athletic Conference game, but they are on the heels of the first win in the Andy Robinson era over Tuscarawas Central Catholic. This is the Oberlin and Turnbull Funeral Homes and Crematory pregame show. As always, glad to be joined by my broadcast partner, Mike Bumb and Foz. Let's start with Montpelier. A much needed win for the Locos last week. It's a Saturday afternoon game, neutral site game in Clyde, Ohio, against an unfamiliar opponent to Montpelier and to our area in Tuscarawas. Central Catholic had to go find that game because Cardinal Stritch doesn't have football this year. And really on the heels of 3 weeks where the offense is in a deep learning curve as they make the shift to the spread attack, and to explode for 40 and get that win means the world to Andy Robinson, I know personally, but also big picture to the kids and this program and moving forward.
The win couldn't have came at a better time. Again, some disappointing games in the first part of the season. Offense had not been clicking. Defense last week against Tuscarawas stepped up, and they got a couple turnovers, which led to points. But again, that evolution, as you indicated, of the spread offense is going to take some time. So things, as you said, kind of got clicking and going in the right direction for Montpelier. And what Andy Robinson and the Montpelier Locomotives hope is they can build on that as we get into the second half of the season.
Edon, an impressive win over Northwood. In fact, they've made it 2 in a row, wins over Hicksville and Northwood after starting the year 0-2, losses to a pair of unbeaten teams in Edgerton and Antwerp, and they really seem like they are finding their stride as well, not just offensively. That was there from the beginning. I know you want to go to the other side of the ball and kind of a shocking, stunning development that we didn't see coming last Friday night.
Defensively, absolutely, and they showed up and they were physical, and in fact, I believe they were more physical than Northwood. We came into the game, you and I, thinking that they're going to probably have to outscore Northwood to win this game because we didn't think the defense of Edon would show up and get enough stops against Northwood. Was not the case. They played outstanding all game. Yes, Northwood had some turnovers at key moments, but don't let that fool you. That Edon defense came ready to play. Offense is always going to be good for Edon, and they showed up in big fashion on Friday night against the Rangers.
Just getting started here on this Friday night. Our Oberlin and Turnbull Funeral Homes and Crematory pregame show will roll on here in just a moment. When we come back, we will check out what the coaches have to say about this one. Our Brian Ford Lincoln conversation with the head coaches, Andy Robinson from Edon, or from Montpelier, and Bob Olwin from Edon, and we'll get into that connection between the two as well as the night rolls on. Those conversations on the way next here on Homecoming Night in Montpelier, Edon and Montpelier on B-Rock Sports.
Hi, I'm Sally Jo Metzger with the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio. It's fair season, and we'll have a booth at the Hillsdale County Fair this year. Come out and save 10% on all upright memorials. The Fackler Monument Company features the largest indoor memorial display in the tri-state area. You can go online to facklermonument.com to see what we have to offer. And we're bringing you the opportunity to save 10% at the Hillsdale County Fair. The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families since 1924.
You know where to go when your vehicle has been in an accident, but why should you take that same vehicle to Jason Dietz Collision and Service when you need an oil change, brake job, or any other routine maintenance? It's because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have 60 years of combined experience diagnosing and repairing domestic, foreign, and classic automobiles. They have a state-of-the-art alignment machine that ensures a perfect alignment every time, and the training and expertise to fix your problem the first time. So whether it's a crash or take your vehicle to Jason Dietz Collision and Service.
For all of your insurance needs, see Denny Gehrig or Elaine Hake at Gehrig's All-Star Insurance Agency, East Main Street in Montpelier. Gehrig's All-Star Insurance Agency offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance, plus financial responsibility bonds are available. Gehrig's All-Star Insurance Agency wants to salute and congratulate all of the area athletes for their time and commitment. Good luck to all the athletes. From Gehrig's All-Star Insurance Agency, East Main Street, Montpelier. Looking to earn good money in a great work atmosphere? Come join the team at 2020 Custom Molded Plastics in Holiday City. They're now looking for full-time and part-time production operators, and they have schedules that fit everyone. Earn $500 monthly for perfect attendance, refer a friend, and get a $500 referral bonus. No mandated overtime, clean environment, and full benefits at 30 days. Apply online today at 2020cmp.com, then stop in Monday through Friday from 9 to 4 for open interviews on Selwyn Drive in Holiday City. Week 5 of high school football and our Brian Ford Lincoln conversation with the coaches, joined by Montpelier head coach Andy Robinson. Congratulations, Coach, on Montpelier getting their first win. You as a head coach, your first win. You always remember your first, and that happened last weekend on a Saturday afternoon in Clyde, Ohio, against Tuscarora Central Catholic. Tell us a little bit about that, what your kids did so well, and how you were able to get that W.
Yeah, it was a special day. It was great to see that for the kids. They worked really hard and that they deserved that win. First half, we played okay in the first half, but we came out in the second half and we were able to kind of pound the rock a little bit. And, we controlled the line of scrimmage offensively and defensively. We missed some opportunities in the first half that we finally capitalized. Some of the things we've kind of missed on all year where we've been close, but we haven't been able to finish a drive, and we were able to finish off those drives last Saturday. So it was a great feeling. Kids were super excited. We're ready to ride the momentum into this week.
How's practice been this week after practicing with a W? I mean, it seems like a silly question and an obvious question, but has that energy level jumped up a little bit more even this week after a win?
Yeah, it definitely has. I mean, I think the kids are finally starting to understand, and, if they didn't already maybe believe in what we were trying to get across to them, I think they are now. We had a pretty good week of practice last week, and I think they see kind of what it takes to win a football game. And we're hoping that with the excitement and how well we've practiced this week, again, we can kind of carry that over.
Let's talk Edon now. 2 up and 2 down for them. So through the first month of the year, when you watch film on Edon, what do you see? What are some concerns?
I mean, the staff kid, especially for just being a sophomore, he does a great job in this offense. Obviously, we're a similar type of offense, and being somebody who's ran that offense, I know kind of what it takes at that quarterback position, and he's about everything you could ask for. I mean, I know that they lost Drew, and he was fantastic there, but I think staff's kind of filling the shoes. The Nestor kid's a really good athlete. We're going to have to try to figure out a way to contain him. They move him around a lot. They do. Bob does a great job of getting him the ball. So we got to really shut down those two guys. But they got some other athletes, too. So, we're concerned, obviously, with the pass. We got to try to limit them in the air as much as we can.
You already mentioned the familiarity with the offense, and obviously then the familiarity with Bob Olwyn. For those that don't know, the connection there, the Fairview connection for you guys. What's that like from your perspective, going against Coach O for the first time here, as both of you now as head coaches?
Yeah, it's really cool on my end. I was extremely young. I was just a ball boy for about 4 or 5 years while he was at Fairview. I grew up, around Coach Owen all the time. He would let me go through, quarterback drills with him when I was little. So for this to come full circle is really neat for me. I'm really looking forward to, shaking his hand before the game starts and getting a chance to compete against him, because he really is one of the best that has done it around this area. So this is really neat for me, and it's going to be a special moment.
Should be a fun matchup. Edon Montpelier have become such good rivals and heated rivals in all sports, in boys and girls sports. So we anticipate another good, clean, hard-hitting football game between these two on Friday night. It should be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely, we need to win a few to get it back to that rivalry state, and we're excited to get that started this Friday.
Andy, thanks for the time. Good luck against Edon.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Molly Culler, your local Allstate agent. I live and work here just like you. And with all kinds of local insurance advice, I am someone you can count on to help you protect all that's good in your life. I make it easy to save on the quality protection you need. I will even help do the switching and paperwork for you. So stop by my office today for a quote. We are located on West High Street in Bryan. That's 1111 West High Street in Bryan.
Attention homeowners and contractors in the tri-state area. Did you know Black Swamp Equipment of Archbold services and repairs pretty much any piece of equipment and machinery? Well, they do. Things like skid steers, mini excavators, backhoes, and air compressors. But it's not just big equipment. They also repair things like lawnmowers, snow blowers, chainsaws, heaters. Pretty much anything you can think of, Black Swamp Equipment can handle it. And they are certified service warranty centers for Steel outdoor power equipment, Kohler engines, Miller Electric, Milwaukee, and Toro. Plus, they have a truck fully loaded to come to you to fix a problem you may have with a piece of equipment. To find out more information, check out blackswampequipment.com or phone 1-800-445-2777 and ask for the service department. Black Swamp Equipment of Archbold, your one-stop service and repair headquarters.
Looking for something different for your next event? The Eager Beaver Axe Hole is perfect for birthdays, corporate parties, and other special occasions. Axe throwing lanes, full-service bar, keno, pool tables, and more. Reserve your lanes today or ask about their exclusive VIP room. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, or call 419-980-7121. The Eager Beaver Axe Hole, just off State Route 24 in Defiance. Defiance's first axe throwing venue.
Fritch Excavating and CMF Enterprise of Edon wants to wish the Edon Bombers the best of luck in tonight's game. Fritch Excavating is family-owned and operated for over 30 years, and they handle everything from site prep to parking lots to land clearing. They can also put in a driveway, run a water line to an outdoor building, do a sewer line, or tile work as well. CMF Enterprise is a female-owned and operated business serving Ohio and Indiana, offering dump truck services, including aggregate material sales. CMF also handles a large variety of construction, landscaping, ag, and residential materials as well. Fritch Excavating of Edon and CMF Enterprise of Edon wishing the Bombers the best of luck in tonight's game. Friday night football coverage continues for Week 5. Montpelier and Edon. Our Brian Ford Lincoln conversation with Edon head coach Bob Olwin. And Coach, congrats on that win last Friday night over Northwood. Talk a little bit about, from your perspective, what you liked about your kids and how you were able to win that game over Northwood Friday night.
Well, I think one of the things was we got off to a quick start and got some turnovers, and we hit them with a trick play early and demoralized them a little bit that way. But first quarter was ours, and, the bus ride, an hour and a half or so, they're starting to think, let's get back on the bus, But they came back, to their credit, in the second quarter, and we let down. And that would be something that we talked about not doing this week or the rest of the season. But I thought our young kids are getting better and better. We made some plays that we needed to. We executed some new stuff that we hadn't done for a while, and I think Kyler's getting more comfortable each game, and he's a thinker out there, so that really helps. Not always where I want him to throw it, but he's got a reason because he'll tell me. And so, but I thought Parker Kelly had a great game as a nose guard. He had close to 20 tackles. So we're improving. We're playing faster, which we wanted to do, and they're buying into that aspect of the game. And I'm really proud of a lot of our kids, and they're doing a good job. Jack Morris and Garrett Skiles have been real good at the defensive end positions for us, and Cohen had another double-digit tackle game at middle linebacker. So we're looking forward to this week's contest with Montpelier. They're young, maybe younger than us, and they only have 7 seniors, but Andy has them going in the right direction the way it looks to me, and they're pretty aggressive kids, and I know it's a big rival and everything, and it's their homecoming, so we're anticipating their A game Friday night.
I know offensively when you watch Montpelier, you see kind of a spitting image of what, or at least that's what they're trying to replicate anyways, and eventually get there. What are you seeing on, I guess, all facets of Montpelier? What are some concerns and where they've improved the most?
Well, I told Andy, I said, you didn't have to steal my old daggone offense. He goes, well, we can share. So they get the quarterback knows where he's going with it and throws it pretty well. They're running the ball pretty good against Tuscarawas Central Catholic. They ran the ball quite a bit, and so like I said, when you have the kids are aggressive, they're comfortable with what they're doing the way it looks to me, and Andy has had good training over the years, and I know he's working at it real hard, and their defense, the concern for me is they're playing pretty physical up front. Their D line is, and so I've put a lot of time into them on film, and I haven't taken them lightly, and hopefully our kids haven't either.
Kids are going to decide this game like they do games. I understand that. I asked Andy this question from his perspective, being a ball boy for you all those years at Fairview, and what that was like from his perspective. And he was how neat it is and how cool this is. What's it like from your perspective for a kid that came up through Fairview and didn't play for you over there necessarily, but boy, he was around, and he was saying how he's going through quarterback drills at a young age and just loved all of that. What's that like from your perspective, Bob?
Well, I'm proud of him, and I'll tell people I trained him. Since he came in '98, Dave came, Tracy, and brought the kids, and he came out as soon as he was big enough to be the ball boy or come to practice. And any downtime or something, I'd have him get a ball and throw it to me, and and I'd talk to him about his throwing technique and so forth. And the thing with this game is Andy knows all my signals.
Yeah.
And so that's a concern of mine, because I taught him all those. He knew them all from practice or watching in the game and so forth. And I said, well, you don't know them all. I changed some of them and blah, blah. So I'm watching this Edgerton film, and I'm watching to see if he's doing some of the signals we used to do. So you're trying to get an edge no matter what. He's a good kid and a hard worker and a good person, just like his dad was and his family is.
Yeah. Should be fun. Thanks, Bob, for the time. Good luck against Montpelier here in this one.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Even though we don't know what life has in store for our homes or car, we can still prepare. Introducing the Damage Doesn't Have to Be Too Damaging policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly. Contact Danielle Van Atta, agent at 1318 East High Street, Suite A in Bryan, or call 419-636-0408 today. American Family Insurance Company. SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Best Insurance and Financial Services in downtown Edon is proud to announce they've become a full-service insurance agency, taking care of all of your insurance needs now. Best Insurance and Financial Services has been handling life and health insurance along with your investment needs for over 40 years. And now they're able to offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and farm insurance needs. They can also protect your RV, ATV, and boat. To find out more information, just head to best-ins.net or phone 419-272-2888. Best Insurance and Financial Services in downtown Edon, wishing the Bombers the best of luck in tonight's game.
Harvest is here and you don't want to cook? Make it a pizza night. Give us a call at 419-272-2452. Ask about our great weekly and weekend specials. Here at Edon Pizza, we strive to have the freshest buns, pizza dough, and produce. Edon Pizza, located in downtown Edon.
Always supporting student athletes and coaches in the Edon School District, the Edon Athletic Boosters. The Edon Athletic Boosters would like to take this opportunity to salute the student athletes and coaches in tonight's game. Hey, how would you like to be a part of the Edon Athletic Boosters? Come to a meeting and find out what they're all about. Maybe even volunteer at a concession stand. For more information, phone 419-272-3213. The Edon Athletic Boosters, supporting student athletes and coaches in Edon.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package along with a bonus for the successful completion of probationary status, an attendance bonus, and a referral bonus. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Welcome back out to Montpelier as we roll towards the opening kickoff tonight. Montpelier 1-3. Edon is 2-2 coming into this one. Foz, let's dive into some things here tonight. And let's start with, before we dive into the team, maybe keys here this evening, I want to ask you about the whole situation here. Andy Robinson didn't play for Bob Owen, but was a ball boy. His dad was an assistant under him. Andy eventually played for his late father, Dave, but very familiar with each other. Loves that offense that Bob runs. Knows, very familiar with those hand signals. Bob Owen may have had to tweak a few signals this week because of what Andy knows, through the years. And that matchup and that dynamic as, I don't know if I want to say teacher-pupil, but certainly some form of a mentor, I'll bet Coach O is to Andy Robinson. Just one of these special type nights. Andy was excited about it. Thought it was really cool, and Bob was also on board with kind of the funness of this game here tonight for a first time.
Bob had a big impact on his life, and as you said, Andy grew up under his leadership, didn't play for him. We're going to see 2 very comparable offenses, 5 wides. Every now and then there'll be a back in the backfield. But the idea is to sling it around and the quarterback get the ball and get rid of it as quickly as can and get people in space to make plays. So that dynamic is special. It's home for Andy. Playing against Bob Owen. Now, I know Edon is not home for Andy. Fairview is, but he looks across there and sees that's home for him, and that adds to it. Not to mention he's got a team who's on a 1-game winning streak. He's at home for homecoming. Got a chance to compete against a great Edon team, hoping to get things turned around in the second half of the season. So all of these dynamics, he's got the 1973 Montpelier football team out here as honorary captains. A lot of dynamics that are going through Andy Robinson's mind. It should be a lot of fun.
I want to ask you about something here tonight, and Bob Owen talked to me a little bit about, this is one of those, they just played Northwood, right?
Yep.
Norwalk, St. Paul, Fort Loramie are lurking. Bigger name opponents. Forget what their records are going in, but bigger name opponents. And here comes little old Montpelier in at 1-3. And Bob said they have really had to work hard with the kids mentally, psychologically, to not take Montpelier lightly. Guys, it's a rivalry game, so you should already be excited to go play in one of those games, right? And they've had to make sure that they were, he said to me, he goes, we ran this week because I thought that would get jog something in them to realize that. And he said, we don't run much in terms of outside of that practice window and in the form of practices. So they ran some this week. You know how tough that can be. What is that challenge? How is that challenge? Because as coaches and adults, you can talk until you're blue in the face. When do you know that a team is taking you seriously and when they haven't taken you seriously?
You never really know until you play the game. And, kids aren't stupid. They know the dynamics. They know the scheduling and all of those things. Yes, this is a trap game, if ever there was a trap game. But to curtail that a little bit, you've got 2 teams that border each other. The districts, basically, it's a home game for both teams. All the kids know each other, especially this era of social media. Everybody knows everybody anyway, but especially now that you're a community that's 7 miles down the road. So I think that in itself maybe not playing each other last year because of COVID adds to it. I think that in itself is going to get Edon up for this game and not look past Montpelier. So Montpelier's challenge is, and they've Katie Robinson, we're going to take Edon's best shot. That's the mentality, and that's what you're telling your kids going into this game. You're not going to go in there and telling them, hey, Edon's going to be overlooking or anything like that. I think it's better to focus on, getting their best shot versus hoping that they come out and are going to lay an egg.
Foz's Keys, X's, and O's wise when we continue here on B-Rock Sports.
When you're in need of a new appliance, go to your local appliance dealer, Direct Link Appliance and Hardware in Bryan, and take it home today. They carry hundreds of new, used, and scratch and dent appliances in stock, and they carry the brands you need. Speed Queen, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Amana, and GE to take home right now with you. Then when you have something wrong in years to come, Direct Link will also service everything. No need to call that 800 number and talk to someone you don't know. Just call Direct Link at 419-636-4541, and they'll be out to fix it for you, whether it's under warranty or not. Direct Link Appliance and Hardware in Bryan, your local appliance dealer.
Your friends at your neighborhood Edon Farmers Co-op Country Store would like to invite you to stop in at the Edon, Montpelier, and Edgerton stores to check out their complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, and outdoor products. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff is ready to answer all of your questions concerning their complete line of Kalmbach, Land O'Lakes, and much, much more. For your convenience, your purchase can be carried to your vehicle by one of their employees. Be sure to stop by soon and see them at your hometown country store, the Edon Farmers Co-op.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information, yet most people admit to doing it anyways. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Visit Andrews O'Neill & Lowe with offices in Archbold, Bryan, or Wauseon, or visit us online at andrewsoneillandlowe.com.
Clean up your outdoor space this fall and get ready for winter at Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan. You'll find Ego cordless blowers and cordless chainsaws, or a Milwaukee 16-inch lithium-ion battery-powered chainsaw, all on sale now. For those last-minute outdoor projects, select Milwaukee hand tools. Your choice, $14.99, or a Little Giant 22-foot multi-purpose ladder. Buy the ladder and get the ladder tool tray for free. Everything you need you can find at Donaldson's Ace Hardware in Bryan. Ace, the helpful place.
Before we get Mike's thoughts on this one tonight, I want to tell you the officials working tonight's game who will have their eyes on the game, presented by the Tri-State Vision Center. They are Stephen Goodhand, Paul Griffin, Craig Bulger, Mike Anderson, and Felix Alonzo. For all of your eye care needs, remember the Tri-State Vision Center of Northwest Ohio. Week 5, hard to believe we are at the halfway point after tonight of the regular season. And a lot of big games around the area that we're going to dive into as well and keep an eye on tonight. Of course, Antwerp to Nora, the big game in the GMC. Another big one is Edgerton and Ayersville, kind of a set-the-table type matchup for the rest of the year. And, of course, the huge one is Archbold at Liberty Center tonight. We've heard reports of maybe 7,500 plus at that game tonight.
We saw that on social media. That seems like an awful lot for a small school, high school football game, but nonetheless, it's going to be packed.
We're going to take our final break here before they dive into the opening kickoff, and we'll get Mike's thoughts before the opening kickoff on this one. 2-2 Edon, 1-3 Montpelier from Hobie Krause Field in Montpelier on B-Rock Sports.
Hi, I'm Sally Jo Metzger with the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio. It's fair season, and we'll have a booth at the Hillsdale County Fair this year. Come out and save 10% on all upright memorials. The Fackler Monument Company features the largest indoor memorial display in the tri-state area. You can go online to facklermonument.com to see what we have to offer. And we're bringing you the opportunity to save 10% at the Hillsdale County Fair. The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families since 1924.
Jason Deach Collision and Customs is Northwest Ohio's largest trailer dealer with over 300 trailers in stock, from 53-foot race trailers and custom toter homes to open deck car trailers, dump trailers, landscape trailers, and equipment trailers. But they don't just sell trailers, they service them, add options, and do repairs on any brand. Because they're racers themselves, they know how to build the trailer right for your racing needs. Stop by their Edgerton location or shop 24/7 at jasondeachtrailersales.com. If you can dream it, they can build it at Jason Deach Collision and Customs.
Since 1875, 4 generations of the Krill family have served this area. Krill Funeral Service realizes that the end can be a difficult and emotional time. They will guide you through each and every step of the funeral process, carefully and with integrity. Krill Funeral Service expresses appreciation for your trust in them, and they'll continue to be there for you in times of need. Krill Funeral Service of Edgerton, Edon, and on West Mulberry Street in Bryan, where they offer an on-site crematory.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
See Cannell Insurance Agency of downtown Montpelier, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Miller's Body Shop on Whitaker Drive in Montpelier is the place to go for all your vehicle body work. Whether it's a new or old car, Miller's has been working for you for over 40 years, so you know it's a body shop you can trust. They offer towing and a full-service body shop with used cars for sale as well. Stop by Miller's Body Shop and take a look at their used car lot. And if you need some body work done, give Miller's Body Shop in Montpelier a call today. Miller's Body Shop wishing the Edon Bombers good luck in tonight's game. Go Bombers!
You worked hard for your money. That's why we see to it that your money works hard for you, not someone else. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, our earnings belong to our members and go right back to work for you, from better rates to lower fees. We've got the products and people to help you build a more fantastic future every step of the way. Join 14,000 other people just like you who want to do more with their money. Imagine a different possibility at Midwest Community Federal Credit Union.
Don't have a ton of time. Foz Fackler Monument Company keys tonight. Give me a couple for Montpelier to spring the upset.
Drop and stop. Montpelier's going to drop a lot of people in coverage, maybe up to as many as 9. That doesn't mean they won't bring pressure, but they're going to have a lot of people in pass coverage. So they're going to have to drop, keep everything in front of them, try to make the sure tackle. Secondly, they have to control the time of possession. The Edon offense is too potent. If they have the ball, they're going to score eventually. Montpelier's got to try to keep the ball out of Edon's hands.
How about Edon tonight?
Edon, on the other hand, hey, how about simple one? You could say it every week. Don't have a lot of penalties. Don't have any turnovers. And the next one is you're going to have to pass protect pretty well tonight. Montpelier's got a whole different scheme. Again, only rushing 2 at the front. Only 2 down linemen, but they're going to be rushing from a lot of different angles.
Some keys tonight presented by Fackler Monument Company in downtown Montpelier. One other quick note, a side note to this game as well tonight that we had in our notes, and then we were reminded in a text message, another connection here in this matchup. Andy Robinson, head coach at Montpelier. Andy's uncle, Mike, was a coach over at Edon. Mike, our thoughts and prayers with Mike and Andy. It's on Andy's mind tonight. He's fighting a heart situation, had heart surgery, so you know he's thinking about Uncle Mike tonight, and we certainly send Mike and the entire Robinson family all of our thoughts and prayers tonight. But another side note to the game itself is that Mike was a coach over at Edon as well back in the day. Pre-game tonight brought to you by Oberlin and Turnbull Funeral Homes and Crematory there for you in your time of need. The Oberlin and Turnbull Funeral Homes and Crematory. Edon 2-2, losses to Edgerton and Antwerp, wins over Hicksville and Northwood. Montpelier is 1-3, lost to Antwerp and Edgerton, and also got that win last week over Tuscarawas Central Catholic on the season. Montpelier making their entry onto the field here, clad in their all-blue uniforms with a little white trim, light blue trim, and a dark blue look. Edon in their all-whites with the blue numbers and blue trim here tonight. Keep updated on other games around Northwest Ohio. There are some good ones, as we mentioned, across the area. So something to keep our eye on here tonight. Ottawa Hills is playing Hilltop. Ottawa Hills is the favorite coming in, so you always kind of keep an eye on what they're doing. Edon grabbing that win over Northwood, so that puts them in a driver's seat position with Ottawa Hills as well. And oh, by the way, those two play in week number 10. That could be, for all intents and purposes, for the TAC championship. Edon is going to kick off to Montpelier first. Montpelier, this may be Edon. Okay, so you look at rosters and you look at kids playing, and we've seen Edon enough to know it's a young football team, right, Foz? I think Montpelier might be a little bit younger on the kids that play.
Right. Two inexperienced rosters by and large. We talk a lot about Edon's sophomore class. Montpelier does have a very good younger level class as well in the skill positions. Grant Garrell, of course, only a junior, but after that, at the quarterback slot, most of the skilled players are in their sophomore or even in their freshman year.
So it'll be teed up. Carlos Sprea to kick it away, and off we go for week number 5. It'll be off the fingertips of Brennan Friend. He has to track it down near the 5, far side, moving right to left. 10, 15, 20, and saddled from behind as he brings it out across the 25-yard line, and that's where that Montpelier offense will start here this evening, moving right to left. Grant Garrell, a really good game last week, and this entire Montpelier offense as they were able to hang 40 on Tuscarora Central Catholic. This is a Montpelier drive that will begin at their own 25-yard line. They'll have 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Brennan Friend, the only running back. Garrell, of course, in the shotgun. 3 down linemen for Edon, with a couple of outside linebackers. Man goes in motion and stops at a wing position here near side. Put it in the belly of Friend. Finds a hole. Garrett Skiles brings him down after a run of 4 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down and 6.
We're talking to Coach Robinson. He wanted to get his H-back or tight end, Garrell, not Grant Garrell, his brother, Garrett Garrell, into the action a little bit more, bringing him in tight, shuffle him around, motion him, and then help lead blocking him through the holes there. Montpelier starts off with that.
And Montpelier, no huddle. They'll look over to Andy Robinson for the call, and they want to utilize a little more probably play clock than Edon will because of being a bit of an underdog here in this one. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to right. There's also a wing to the left. That's Garrett Garrell in that H-back slot. It's a zone read and keep for Grant Garrell. He's twisted down ahead across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Brought down on the play by Jack Morris, 6'3", 191-pound senior who has done very well for Bob Olwyn on that D-line. And this is maybe the most improved unit for Edon, is that their defensive line from last year to this year.
You're exactly right. Jack Morris, a big part of that at that defensive end spot.
So it'll be 3rd and 4, Montpelier at their own 31. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, 1 wing to the left. Now that wing, Garrell goes in motion to the far side. Grant Garrell with the snap. Garrell throws into the flat far side, incomplete. He wanted Braden Brink on the far side. A little bit too low on the play, and it will be a 3 and out for Montpelier offensively, able to get 6 yards, and that is all. Drifting deep for Edon will be Carter Keese, standing near his 40-yard line. On to punt it will be Cameron Smith, the 5'11 sophomore for Montpelier. He'll be punting it, of course, right to left. The up man is Friend. Good snap, no pressure, and it's off the side of Cameron Smith's foot and will go out of bounds near midfield. That's going to be about a 19-yard punt and no return, and Edon going to get great field position to have their first drive of the night.
Certainly not the way you wanted to start off if you're Montpelier, giving Edon a short field here, and you said about the
47, it looks like.
47-yard line of Montpelier.
Officially, it'll be the 48 to begin this drive. So in plus territory to begin things. Edon moving left to right. Sophomore quarterback Kyler Sapp over 1,000 yards passing here through the first month of his varsity starting career. Has 2 receivers right, make it 3 to the right, 2 to the left. They'll go empty a little bit more than Montpelier will in their spread attack. Sapp gets the snap, looks, fires far side. It's behind the intended target, Nestor, and almost picked off by Ethan Van Cam.
Kind of a misread there by Kyler Sapp, and I think he was expecting Nestor to break out. Nestor didn't, and could have really been intercepted there. It was tipped, and then Brennan Friend had a chance to make a play on the ball.
2nd down and 10. Edon left to right at the Montpelier 48. Scoreless on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. First possession of the night for the Bombers. 5 wide again. Trips to the right. Twins to the left. Sapp has time. Still looking. Fires far side. Pass caught at the sticks. It's a first down. Caden Nestor, leading receiver in Northwest Ohio. Picks up a gain to the 36. That'll be a pickup of 12, and it moves the chains for the first down of this football game.
Probably the best receiver on a very talented receiving core for Edon there, and just runs really crisp routes, catches the ball always clean with his hands.
Most experienced kid in that receiving core coming back from last year. Edon going fast. Looking far side, looping it towards the out route for Max Radebaugh. It's incomplete, though pretty good coverage from Brennan Friend on this near sideline.
Yeah, it was. He was with him step for step there, and Radebaugh ran a little flag route and really was nowhere to go. It was well defended by the Locomotives.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 now as the clock stops at 9:57 to go in this first quarter of play. Edon with a 2nd and 10 at the Montpelier 36. Remember, Montpelier, a great start against Edgerton. A quarter and a half in, and we're playing really good football. 5 wide, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Sapp wants to throw again, far side. Nestor a catch, tiptoes near the sidelines, out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. He's leveled there. Nathan Rummel and company bring him down, but that looks to be a gain of 16, and it will be another Bomber first down, 1st and 10 at the Montpelier 21-yard line, so give him 15 on the pass play. 3 receivers come right. Again, Edon right to the ball. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. That's the short side of the field. 1st and 10 at the 21. Sapp, little bubble screen here to the near side. Parrish has it 20. Nice move to the outside 15. Cuts it back to the interior before Eli Fackler buries him at the 13-yard line. But that's 8 on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down and 2, and an injured Loco still down. So we'll step aside. Injury timeout. Edon on the move. 9.5 to go in the first. Scoreless right now, Montpelier and Edon. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, wants to say good luck to the Edon Bombers in tonight's athletic contest. Precise Metal Form is a proud supporter of Edon Bomber athletics, both boys and girls sports. Precise Metal Form in Bryan, saluting the athletes on all of their hard work and wishing them the best of luck in this athletic contest. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, saying go Bombers in this game. Everybody held their breath a little bit. It was Eli Fackler, who's had a couple of injuries here in his career, but it looks like you made the notation, maybe just got the wind knocked out of him, Ozzie.
Yeah, you never want to speculate, but this looks like the way he fell, like the wind knocked out of him. He has been a really good defensive player for the Locomotives.
This was an interesting matchup for me. Montpelier's D-line looked really good against a good offensive line for Edgerton. This is going to be a challenge for Edon tonight.
I think so, but here's the thing, though. Edon doesn't run the ball nearly as much as Edgerton does. So,
2nd down and 2 from the 13-yard line. 5 wide look again. Sapp looks far side. Now flush, steps away from 1, now can run. 15, bounces outside 10, cut back 5. Sapp into the end zone for the Edon touchdown. Braden Smith got there, but he was already on the goal line, and Edon draws first blood on the 13-yard scramble TD for Kyler Sapp.
Yeah, the play just broke down. How many times have we seen Kyler Sapp do that already this year when he's just kind of probes the whole field, nothing there, tucks it and uses his athleticism. Touchdown, Edon.
That is a dimension that we've talked about that Kyler Sapp brings to Edon's offense this year that Drew Gallahue didn't have last couple of years. That extra point attempt is blocked. It's no knock on Drew. It's just different styles of play, different body builds, and that's what Kyler brings. So that extra point attempt by Sprea is blocked. It remains 6-0 Edon on the Andres O'Neill & Lowe scoreboard. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Be part of the Montpelier Athletic Boosters and help support all the athletes at the Montpelier schools by calling 419-485-6785. The Montpelier Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the Montpelier athletes good luck in today's game. Strive to be the best, and you will succeed at everything you do. The Montpelier Boosters are proud of all your achievements. Good luck and do your best. That's all anyone can ask. And go Locos!
Italian transfer. 4 scores to update you on. Delta leads Bryan 7-0 in the NWOAL. Antwerp on top first, 7-0 over Tenora in the GMC. Defiance 7-0 over Kenton in the WBL. Perrysburg a 7-0 lead on Napoleon. Do you realize, my good friend,
yes,
Antwerp-Tenora series, Antwerp has not won since 2003 in that series. And Kenny Krause and Tenora overall 34, well, not Kenny Krause, but the series school-wise is 34-12, but it's been since 03 since Antwerp has defeated Tenora. A slide on the kick by Sprea. It's a short one, and now drifts and actually keeps rolling and into the end zone. Looked like it may die inside the 20, but it got away from Friend, and it ends up being a touchback. Go back to the touchdown scramble, if you would, Foz, and that athleticism of Sapp.
Nothing really to it. Montpelier dropped a lot of people, and it was in a condensed area in the red zone. Sapp didn't find anything there, and what he's done so effectively all year, tucks the ball and runs and just uses his athleticism. Nothing more sophisticated than that.
So a touchback for Edon. Two receivers left and a wing to the left. There's also a receiver to the right. Friend, the one running back. Gurrell wants to throw. Gurrell on a little hook or slant route, actually a hook route over the near side intended for Chavez Martin is incomplete. So it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Pretty good job of pass protection from Montpelier that time. Gurrell had plenty of time to throw it.
2nd down and 10.
The problem, again, if you're Montpelier, when you have an incompletion, the clock doesn't move, and Montpelier wants to absorb as much time as they possibly can each snap.
Twins both ways. Friend, the lone running back, on 2nd down and 10 from their own 20. Gurrell gets the snap. Gurrell now flush to the right side. Gurrell on the move. Gurrell lowers his shoulder and is going to be brought down by Cohen Hulbert, but he runs through him for a gain of close to 4. And it'll be 3rd down and 6 from the 24-yard line.
And if you're Montpelier, you'll deal with that. Grant Gurrell didn't see anything there. Tuck the ball, run just like Sapp did. Keeps the clock moving, gets some positive yards, live to play another down.
3rd down and 6 for this Montpelier offense at their own 24. Moving right to left, Edon leading it 6-0 on the Andres O'Neill scoreboard. Twins to the left, wing to the left, receiver to the right, Friend the lone setback. Gurrell with a blitz coming. Gurrell fires, and the out route, is it brought in? It is. Tremendous catch near sideline. Cameron Smith at the 33. That'll be a pickup of 9 on the play and a 1st down for Montpelier.
Cameron Smith, only a sophomore. Great job on that route. And Grant Gurrell dropped it in there. That was pretty well covered by Edon. What's most impressive with that was when Cameron Smith hauled it in and kept his feet in bounds.
First down for this Montpelier offense. Hash mark near side at their own 34-yard line. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Friend the lone setback. He's on the right hip of Gurrell on this 1st down and 10. It'll be a zone read and a give to Friend, and he falls forward for a couple. Hulbert and Skiles in on the stop. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 7:55 to go and rolling. Quarter number 1. Edon leading it 6-0. Ayersville strikes first. They lead Edgerton 8-0.
Ayersville been one of those surprise teams in the area.
Toledo Central or Toledo Catholic or Toledo Christian leads Stryker in 8-man football 7-0. Here it is 6-0 Edon nearing the midway point of the first quarter. Ash Walls is the lone running back. Twins both ways. On this 2nd down and 8, Gurrell to throw. Gurrell near side. It is caught by Martin. He kind of wrestled it away from the Edon defender near the 41-yard line. Parrish made a break on the ball, but Martin's strength yanked it away, and it's a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Little stop route, kind of a 50-50 ball there, and Smith, just as you said, Andy, I think they both had their hands on it. He just ripped it out for a positive gain.
So from the 42, 3rd and a short 2 for Montpelier near sideline at the their own 42. Slot right, wing right, receiver left. Walls remains the lone running back. Lining up as that left halfback. Play clock, still plenty of time on it at 15. Gurrell gets the snap. Gurrell fires far side. It's a little too tall for Smith in front of Nestor. If he makes the catch, it would have been enough for a 1st down, but it falls incomplete. And now a 4th and 2 for this Montpelier offense on their side of the field.
A little surprised Coach Robinson didn't elect to run the ball that time, and thinking maybe it was, 4-down territory and get a little bit closer and take some time off the clock. But Montpelier's going to go for it.
Is going to go for it. So 4th and 2 on their own 42. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Gurrell gets the snap. Gurrell looks, throws, pass, caught, and it's not going to be enough for a first down. Reception made by Garrett Gurrell, the H-back. He is belted immediately at the 41 and actually will lose a couple on the play, and Montpelier will give it up on downs.
Yeah, it was a great job of Edon of keeping the ball in front of him. It really was like no positive yards there. Gurrell caught the ball and was immediately stopped. I couldn't tell the number. The sun was right in my eyes on that time, but good job by the defensive back of coming up and securing the tackle.
Second possession for Edon, second start in Montpelier territory as the roll of the dice comes up empty. 1st and 10, Edon at the 41 of Montpelier. Liberty Center leads Archbold 2-0. Wauseon on top of Swanton 7-0. Little tunnel screen to Keys, 40, 35, 30. Down to the 25, knocked down at the 24-yard line. That will be a gain of 17 on the tunnel screen to Carter Keese.
Carter Keese is one of those really improved players from last year. So effective on the defensive side in the slot position as a wide receiver. And guess what else? What a great punt returner he is. When that ball's kicked, it just seems like you never have any fear that Carter Keese is going to drop it. He is a secure-handed player and got a lot of moves in the open field.
1st and 10, Bombers at the 24 of Montpelier. 5 wide, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Montpelier creeping as if they're coming on a blitz, and they are. Coming right up the middle, pass caught, Radeball. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, he's into the end zone, waltzing in for a touchdown. High risk, high reward, and Montpelier will pay the price of that middle backer blitz, and on a slant route, Radeball the catch and run for the touchdown.
You know, you kind of pick your poison if you're Montpelier. You want to get heat on the quarterback, and the same token, when you do that, you leave yourself a little bit more vulnerable in the secondary. And that time, good job by Kyler Sepp picking up the blitz and making the play to Max Radeball.
Going to try to get that missed extra point back by going for 2. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Sapp, his pass is caught, and tiptoeing on that far side is Cohen Hulbert. Strong hands, and the 2-point conversion is good. New score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. 5:49 left in the first. 14-0 Bombers. Back in 30 seconds. When you're inside this winter, you want to not only be warm, but also have great indoor air quality. Well, Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services features it all with Lennox and iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout your home, plus kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets and cooking, reduces allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air. And best of all, no maintenance, no bulb, no other parts to replace. Check out Stark's at starksphs.com or phone toll-free 1-800-329-4040. New score here, new score in the NWOAL. Wauseon 14 and Swanton nothing in that one. Again, Liberty was on top of Archbold 2-0. Antwerp-Tenora, another big game. That was 7-0 Antwerp. And then Ayersville had an 8-0 lead on Edgerton. Here it's 14-0. That was a 2-play, 41-yard drive. Sapp to Radeball on the final 24 yards for the score. The first drive took a half dozen plays and covered 48 yards. So now Montpelier a 2-score hole to dig out a friend at the 13 to the 20. Middle return 30. Got a crease. 40, 45, 50. Carter Keese is the only one that can get him, and he's going to get him down, and it's going to be a horse collar on the tackle. So they'll tack on 15 and a little life thanks to the big return for Brennan Friend.
That's just what Montpelier needed, something to flip the field position, and big play there by Brennan Friend, well executed by Montpelier in the blocking. And then, as you said, Carter Keese got him on a horse collar. You're going to tack 15 more onto it. Montpelier's going to be on about the 30-yard line of Edon here when this is all said and done.
Carter Keese felt like, he just grasped onto anything he could get a hold of, because if he can't get him, no angle, no pursuit angle was, it appears as if, coming towards Brennan Friend, who has some good speed. So the official mark-off may take them down.
About 36, 37.
38 original. Yeah, 37, you're right. 37-yard line. 1st and 10 as they'll start on the Edon side of things. Moving right to left, 5.5 to go, first quarter, 14-0 Edon. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. So the first time tonight, Montpelier will go empty. 3 down linemen for Edon. Here comes Walls now to the right halfback spot. He's a good, strong runner, has it. Left side, 35. Submarine by Parrish, falls forward to the 34-yard line, so a gain of 3 for Ash Walls. Toledo Christian 14-0 over Stryker. Ayersville now leads Edgerton 16-0.
Edgerton coming off an emotional win against Wayne Trace. You wonder if they're kind of in a holding pattern or a look-ahead game after that. Sometimes coming off those emotional wins, it's tough to get your team up for the following week.
So from the 34, it'll be 2nd down and 7, Montpelier. Hash mark near side, moving right to left. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Gurrell, plenty of time on the play clock at 11. Gets the snap. Gurrell with some weak side pressure and is hit as he delivers. And Gurrell is pounded on right as he delivered that football by Garrett Skiles, who timed it perfectly, Fozzie.
Yeah, the outside linebacker / defensive end. Garrett Skiles has been really a good football player on the defensive side and offensive side for Edon. And yeah, it was a delayed blitz there. And I think that was pretty good pass protection by Montpelier. Just got to get rid of the ball a little quicker.
3rd and 7. They've gone for it on their side of the field. You assume 4-down territory here with a 3rd and 7 at the Edon 34. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Friend, the running back. Friend goes in motion now to the far side. They'll throw a screen. There are 2 receivers out there. It's Cam Smith with a catch. Running through traffic, has a 1st down near the 25-yard line. That'll be a gain of 9 on that screen. 2 receivers jumbled together, Foz. It didn't look pretty, but it was effective for a 1st down.
It didn't, and that's what Montpelier needs to do. Just get the ball, if they can, on those little freeze or screen patterns and, try to make this a 2-on-2 or a 3-on-3 game that time. Cam Smith's 2nd catch now for 17 yards for the Locomotives.
Nestor came up and made the stop on the far side, but it'll be a 1st and 10 Montpelier at the 25-yard line. Counting down towards 4 minutes remaining in this first quarter. 14-zip Edon. 2 receivers left, a wing and a receiver to the right side with Friend in the backfield. Gurrell gives it to him. Friend, little stutter step move, moves it forward for about a yard, forward progress before he is gang tackled, led by Parker Kelly, 5'11", 249-pound sophomore who has been terrific for Edon in that defensive line.
Maybe the most impressive interior player for Edon, only a sophomore, physically a specimen already for only being 16 years of age. He's going to do nothing but get better.
2nd and 9, Montpelier at the 25-yard line. 3.5 to go in the first quarter. 2 receivers left. A receiver and a wing to the right side. Play clock at 15. Gurrell. Play action. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended target was Braden Brink in front of Nestor, and he had inside leverage, but passed a little bit too tall. And it'll be 3rd and 9. Best drive of the night for Montpelier. 3rd and 9, just inside the 25-yard line. Edon 2-2. Montpelier coming in at 1-3.
It's really kind of a must-scoring drive for the Locomotives.
Gurrell, little half roll to the near side. Gurrell threw that one out of bounds. Smith, I think, was the man he was looking, at least in that direction. Parrish had the coverage for Edon. And now it'll be 4th down and 9.
Grant Gurrell, 3 for 9 so far for 24 yards.
Kid that has good size, 6'5", 175 as a junior. Need to find a way to keep putting weight on him, getting bigger and physically stronger, too.
Pretty good velocity with his throwing, too. Ball comes off his fingertips very good.
So it'll be 4th down and 9 from the 25. 2 receivers each way. St. Andy Robinson wants to talk it over. We'll spend a 30-second timeout. 14-0 Edon. Big 4th down for the Locos when we come back.
Hi, Dan Stuckey here, broker owner of Real Estate Advantage Team. Are you getting ready to buy or sell a home? I would love to be your realtor. With over 18 years of experience, I have the expertise to guide you through the home buying or selling process with dignity and care. I will work around your schedule and provide you with everything you need to get to the closing table. So let's get you moving. Call 419-636-5100.
So a 4th and 9 for Montpelier as that sun continues its descent here 4th and 9 from the 25. It's been a good drive. It was a good kickoff return, and then a penalty on Edon that set this drive up. Montpelier has collected a first down, now trying to cash in on 4th down here. It'll be a 4th and 9 from the 25. Coming out of the timeout, Twins both ways with a running back on the right side of Grant Gurrell. Edon, 3 down linemen. Smith goes in motion to the far side. Edon comes on a middle blitz. Little half roll screen back to the near side. And if Skiles doesn't make that play, which he does on the screen to hold him short of the first down, that goes for a while. Terrific play to read backside screen to Brennan Friend and make the defensive stop.
Yeah, and I don't have any idea what the Edon defensive call was, but Skiles has been coming screaming off the end. Love the call by Andy Robinson to run the screen play underneath. Skiles that time, though, didn't rush and read it right away and made a big-time play.
Ian Hickman also peeled back, but it was a play made by Skiles. And it'll be 1st down and 10, Edon at their own 24. Worst starting field position for them tonight. In fact, the first time in 3 drives they don't start in Montpelier territory. They'll go 5 wide, 3 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. 3 and change to play in the quarter. Sapp looks, has lots of time, sends one down the middle looking for Keys, makes the grab, and then it's dropped. Incomplete. Incomplete. Poked out by the DB. Terrific job. Nathan Rummel got a hand in there to knock it away, Foz.
Yeah, couple things. Very impressive throw by Kyler Sapp, and then a nice job by Rummel, who was in pretty good position. It was just such a perfectly thrown ball by Sapp. But credit Rummel for coming across and knocking the ball out at the last second.
Liberty Center has scored a touchdown late in the first. They lead Archbold 9-0 in that collision at Rex Lindgren Stadium over in Liberty. 2nd down and 10 from their own 24. Sapp to throw. Fires to the near side on an out route. Nobody home. Rate of ball the intended receiver, but we're going to get a late flag. There's going to be a roughing the passer penalty called here, and that will move the yardage 15 yards.
Yeah, Jamison Grimm, they're going to say he got there just a half a second late. I thought that was a clean hit, personally. Jamison Grimm, one of the leaders on that offensive and defensive line, and he's frustrated thinking that that was a clean blow. So, nonetheless, referee right there and made the call.
So the penalty on the Montpelier defense, and that'll move the sticks up to the 39-yard line and a 1st down for Edon. TC now leads Stryker 21-0 in 8-man. 1st and 10 from their own 39. 2 receivers right, 3 receivers to the left after the 15-yard penalty that gave Edon a 1st down. Looking to add to their 14-0 lead. Sapp gets the snap. Looking left side. Now fires down the far sideline. Incomplete. Some incidental contact up that sideline.
Really
good no call. Rummel on coverage.
Yeah, really impressed with Nathan Rummel's open field speed. 2 times Edon has challenged him deep with some really fast receivers. That time Carter Keese and Nathan Rummel with him stride for stride.
I thought that was a good no call there.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
They just got tangled up. And a little hand fighting.
It would have been amateur hour if they'd thrown a flag on that. And that was a good job by the official.
2nd down and 10. Trips to the left. Twins to the right. 2:54 to go in this opening quarter. Timeout taken, Edon. 2:54 remaining, quarter number 1. 14-zip Edon on a Friday night in Montpelier on B-Rock Sports. Have you always dreamed of starting your own business? Are you looking for ways to fund your child's education or save for retirement? Maybe you'd like to buy that dream home. Well, the State Bank can help you meet your financial goals, whatever they may be. With State Bank, you'll get all the products and services you expect from your bank with the personal attention of a locally operated community bank. Find a location near you today. State Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Welcome back out here to Hobie Krause Field in Montpelier. Foz, we've got spies everywhere. You know that, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So our sources that are at the Liberty Archibald game, that are just football fans, that are there, no Liberty Archibald connection, just wanted to go to the game of the night. End of one, saying it's 9-0, but Liberty Center is owning and dominating both sides of the football lines of scrimmage, 9-0. So if that doesn't change, Liberty could pull away in that one. But good start for the Liberty Tigers in that one, it sounds like. Here, it's 2nd down and 10 for Edon. Both teams have now spent a first quarter timeout. 2 receivers both ways. Sapp slings it over the middle, incomplete. Ash Walls was right there with Cohen Hulbert. And it'll be 3rd down and 10.
I really like the Montpelier linebacking core of Walls and Garrell. Eli Factor in that / defensive end / linebacker spot.
Ken Montpelier's defense.
Anthony Van Kom. It's a really solid linebacking core for Montpelier.
Ken Montpelier's defense get off the field now. It's a 3rd and long. Only 2 down linemen here. And a delayed blitz. Ash Walls, it's picked up the middle. Sapp now flush to the near side. He's going to go down. Getting home for Montpelier, Landon Fackler and Jamison Grimm.
Yeah.
And it's a sack back inside the 30, back to the 28-yard line, a loss of 11. And Edon will punt for the first time tonight.
Good job for keeping the motor running by Jamison Grimm and Fackler. And Jamison Grimm actually broke his hand, and he's playing with a cast his senior year. He's had problems with that same hand, but just a tough kid who's managed to fight through it.
Perrysburg 14, Napoleon nothing in the NLL. Still 7-0 Antwerp in that GMC collision tonight. Sapp, the punter, has had a good season punting the football. Smith is waiting deep. Spiraling kick. Smith signals fair catch at the 34-yard line. So that will be a 38-yard punt, no return. It'll be Montpelier football. We were joking with Bob Olwin beforehand, knowing that this is both teams spread, and what we set the limit at, 20 passes each, and then they had to both run the football, or if not, we're not getting out of here until 11:30 tonight with a pair of spread teams. And what's Olwin say? He says, I know you were there the night that it was Fairview and Ayersville, and Fairview and Edgerton, and Todd Drewsback was at Edgerton running the spread, and we walked out of that stadium legit 11:45 that night. No weather delays, no major injury timeouts. Simply throwing the football all over the place. And a great job as we get back to live action, that Edon D-line busting through and getting Brennan Friend and slamming him to the turf, and he is still on the turf.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Again, Parker Kelly, nice job of just fending off the block and stalemating Brennan Friend right there in the middle of the field. And hopefully he's okay. He's slow to get up.
It was a drive that started at their own 35, a loss of a half yard on the play. We're going to stay here since we are late in the first quarter, 1:47 left in it. Next week, it's a GMC matchup off to Paulding, Ohio, as Edgerton will be at Paulding. Edgerton finding themselves in a 16-0 hole tonight at home against Ayersville, and that is now changed. Edgerton on the board, end of one, Ayersville 16, and Edgerton 8, as Friend will walk off under his own power. Swanton is on the board. Wauseon leading 14-6 in that NWOAL matchup this evening. Here, 1:47 left, quarter number one, 14-0 Edon. It's Montpelier football. It'll be a 2nd down, and officially we'll call it 11 now, as they have spotted it back at the 34-yard line. Edon scoring on their first 2 possessions. Sapp on a 13-yard scramble run for a touchdown, and then Sapp to Radeball 24 yards on the TD. 2 receivers right. Now make it a 3rd one going over there as Garrell goes in motion. Grant Garrell rolling out, looking for brother Garrett underneath, but instead chooses Smith. It's in and out of his hands, and it's broken up on a good hit by Kyler Sapp as he punched it free near the 40-yard line. Terrific stick by the safety there to bust it up, and it's 3rd down and 10. Or 3rd and 11, beg your pardon, at the 34-yard line. Sapp, of course, in his freshman year last year, played exclusively defense, did get some quarterback time in mop-up duties, but indoctrinated to the varsity level by playing in the secondary for Edon in his freshman year. 5 wide look, 3 to the left, 2 to the right on 3rd and 11. Garrell looks, now coming out of the pocket, being chased. He's at the 30. Skiles sandwiches him with Hickman near the 34-yard line. It'll be well shy of the first down. In fact, maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the Edon defense stands up again from game one to where we're at now, as improved unit as they have.
Yeah, really, especially the defensive line, Andy. And that was, Edgerton kind of had their way at week one when they kind of pushed them around. And I think if they're an Edon fan, you'd like to try that game again and have that one back.
Which could happen postseason.
You never know.
It's a possibility. 4th down and 11. Cam Smith to punt. It's a low snap. He's got pressure off the edge, and he just got it away. It'll roll to the 43-yard line. Ends up being about a 22-yard punt and no return.
Montpelier's had struggled punting the ball here tonight. The 2 punts that they've had have been 19 yards and 22 yards. I wouldn't be shocked if Edon goes after it next time.
So 42 seconds remaining in this opening quarter. Edon will have it 1st and 10 on their own 44. Already, this will be their 4th possession of the night.
You know, another twist to the Andy Robinson coaching.
We talked about that.
Did
remember?
You get? Yep.
1st down and 10 from their own 44-yard line. Edon sending that offense back out there. 14-0 Bombers on our Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Coming to the right side will be a pair of receivers for the Bombers. That's the short side, and they'll send 3 to the left. 2 true down linemen for Montpelier, and that's all they rushes to. Sapp looking, it's underthrown, but he ends up getting it over the top of Brink. He made a break on the ball too soon, and Nestor was there to make the grab. That looked like when it came out of Kyler Sapp's hands that it had a heck of a chance to be picked. Nestor makes the catch and run then down inside the 20 to the 19.
Yeah, Griff Cooley was in a zone coverage there. The ball just kind of went over, didn't get into the receiver's body, and Nestor makes the grab.
Gain of 37 on the pass play. And it'll be 1st down and 10, Edon at the 19 of Montpelier. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. 22 seconds to play. Sapp with edge pressure, steps away from one, gets away from another, now going to run. He's at the 20 and falls forward to about the 18. Slammed down by Gavin Zizuki. It'll be a gain of, 1 on the scramble, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Edon scoring on their first 2 touches of the night. They'll take a 14-0 lead into the second quarter. Friday Night Football continues from Montpelier on B-Rock Sports. The Thompson and Giese Funeral Homes of Montpelier and Pioneer take great pride in caring for families, and they'll work tirelessly to provide you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. In addition to the services that are offered, you'll receive an online memorial that you can share with family and friends. They have a wide range of resources to support you, not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. The Thompson and Giese Funeral Homes of Montpelier and Pioneer saying good luck to the athletes in tonight's game.
If you've been thinking about a remodeling project for your home or business, Field Supply Center in Blakesley should be your first choice. Field Supply Center in Blakesley not only has all the lumber for that project, they also have all the building supplies you'll need, along with everything you need for the project, including the cabinetry, plus the expertise to help make your home even more beautiful. It's all at Field Supply Center, located in Blakesley. Field Supply Center, wishing good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
Quick score to update on. We've got a source over in that Edgerton game. It's now 22-8 Ayersville, and we're told that Ayersville O-line is manhandling the Edgerton D-line in the first quarter and a half of what's going on in that one. Some numbers from our lengthy first quarter, Fozzie Bear.
Bombers, Kyler Sapp's 5 for 10 for 88 yards. Does have 2 touchdown passes, 13-yarder rushing touchdown. 1 touchdown pass, a 13-yard rush by Sapp, and a 17-yard TD pass to Max Holbert.
So now we have a 2nd down and 9 for Edon at the 18. Sapp to throw on a 5 wide. It's behind the target, and if Parrish doesn't get a tip there, try to reel that in, that could have been picked off by Brendan Friend. It falls incomplete, and it will now be 3rd down and 9. 3rd and 9 from the 19, just underway here in quarter number 2. Edon on top 14-0. Don't automatically assume they go for it here with the kicking leg that they have now in Carlos Sprea. This would be about a 35, 36-yard field goal, and I think that would be well within his range. So it's 3rd and 9 from the 18. Moving right to left now. Parrish is the lone setback. 3 receivers in a bunch to the right. Sapp looking that way on an out route. It is caught by Nestor at about the 15. Sliding tackle made by Carmelo Jones. It'll be shy of the first down, and it'll be a 4th down and about 6 for the first down. And let's see, what does Bob Olwyn decide here? Up 14-0. A kick would be 34 yards, somewhere in that neighborhood, if he would go that route.
Very makeable for Sprea. Taking a look at his leg and pregame and what we have seen in prior games, but Eden's elected to go for it.
Yep, I think he's good lengthwise, 40-plus.
Maybe so.
So they'll go for it here on 4th and 6 from the 16-yard line. Sapp with a 5-wide look. Sapp looking. Flush to the right. Steps up, going to run. 20, 15, 10. Knocked out of bounds, but he's going to have the first down, it appears. Garrett Gurrell ushered him out of bounds near the 9, and that is close to the sticks. So let's wait and see. Montpelier thinks they've held him a little bit shy, and they're running off the field.
I think he...
it's close.
From our angle, I thought he got the corner and made it.
The spot, though, shows 10-yard line, and if that's 10, he'd be short.
They've got first down. Of course, that could be going... Yeah, it's first down for Edon.
Nope.
Wow.
Montpelier football. They've spotted him at the 10. He needed the 9, and on a 4th and 6 scramble, he gets 5 and knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, Coach Olwyn's over there questioning it right now, and he had thought that Sapp actually went beyond where the marker was, but evidently the official right there said he did not. So big stop for the Locomotives.
Tough for us to see. This one was all the way across to the other side, but a first down takeover now for Montpelier's defense as they continue to try to hang in here, down 14-0. Perrysburg adds to their lead on Napoleon. Now it's 21-0 in that NLL matchup. So first down and 10 for Montpelier at their own 10 as they move left to right. This is their first possession of the second quarter. Friend in there is the one running back. Gurrell to throw from backside pressure. It's intercepted, and it's going to be a stroll into the end zone for a touchdown for Nestor. A complete miscommunication between Braden Brink, the receiver here near side, and what Gurrell thought he was going to get, and it's a 15-yard INT for a score.
Yeah, again, Gurrell thought that was going to be a stop route, and Smith thought it was going to be a go route, and Nestor just happened to be standing right there and kind of was shocked that the ball was thrown to him. And easy pick 6 for the Locomotives.
Carlos Sprea
for the Bombers.
Carlos Sprea on for the extra point at the 10:57 mark of this first quarter. One step forward, a couple of steps back. They got a defensive stop, and then they throw the pick 6 as Sprea adds the extra point. New score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Edon 21, Montpelier nothing. You're listening to Week 5 coverage of high school football on B-Rock Sports.
Hi, I'm Sally Jo Metzger with the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio. It's fair season, and we'll have a booth at the Hillsdale County Fair this year. Come out and save 10% on all upright memorials. The Fackler Monument Company features the largest indoor memorial display in the tri-state area. You can go online to facklermonument.com to see what we have to offer. And we're bringing you the opportunity to save 10% at the Hillsdale County Fair. The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families since 1924.
So the INT return for the touchdown by Caden Nestor adds to the lead. It's 21-0 here in this one.
Montpelier defensively playing pretty decent. Got a big stop there. Kind of a backbreaker right there for the Locomotives. Quick turnover to put Edon up 21-0. And now Montpelier's got to somehow regroup here and refocus and hopefully get a good return like they did the last time that Edon scored and get into some short field situations and try to put together a drive here and make it a 2-score game before half.
Defensive touchdown here, defensive touchdown in the Wayne Trace Hicksville game, a scoop and score in that one, and it's only 13-6 Wayne Trace in that one over winless Hicksville. A juggle and a pickup then by Friend and going nowhere, although now on the hit and tackle we're going to get a penalty flag that would appear to be on Edon. Was it a face mask? Or is it going to get a block in the back against Montpelier? Yeah. Oh, legal use of hands. They've signaled towards Edon.
Strange.
That's got to be wrong.
That's got to be the wrong one.
Yeah, because the one official, the side judge.
Yeah.
He changed it. Looks like how you got a legal use of hands.
That'd be kind of unique.
So
puts Montpelier in a precarious situation now as they're backed up inside their 10-yard line to start this drive.
10:52 mark left in this first half. It will be nose of the football right on the 10. So another drive. Back-to-back starts for Montpelier's offense on their own 10. They've started their own 25, their own 20. They did have one drive that started at the Edon 37, and then everything else has been on their side of the field. Little give on the inside to Friend. Sidesteps one, battles his way for 4, out to the 14-yard line before he's wrestled down by Hickman. Gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down and 6. Faz, I want you to spend some time at halftime. Be thinking about this.
Yeah.
73 state team.
Yeah.
Focus on that, all right?
I will.
Spend a little time on that.
I don't know what questions you're going to ask me, but
I just want you dropping dimes.
I'll drop what I can. I got a few things up top.
Yeah. So that'll be, they're here being honored tonight. Good to see, 6 or 8 of them that were here tonight.
Yeah.
Honorary captains.
Next year will be the 50th anniversary. Wow.
100th year of football this year here at Montpelier. Garrell to throw, slings it over the middle. One hops his intended target, Smith. Nobody home there in the middle, though. It was well shy of Smith, and it'll be 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5.
Garrell getting some pressure there. Just hard to set your feet and throw, and some heat's coming on you. And numbers right now for Garrell. He has completed 4 balls, Andy, for 26 yards. He's 4 for 12.
WBL score, Defiance 21, Kenton 6. NWOAL, Delta hammering Bryan 14-0.
That's surprising. I thought Bryan would win that game. And they still might.
They still might.
Yeah, I don't want to get carried away.
3rd and 5 here for Montpelier from their own 15-yard line. Garrell sends in man in motion to the far side. Garrell looks, tipped, it's intercepted. Carter Keese, a sliding grab at the 30-yard line. Sapp may have got a fingertip on it, but it was Keese who read it beautifully, coming across the middle and getting the pick. Back-to-back turnovers for Montpelier offensively.
Carter Keese got a good ball sense, and when the ball's in the air, those are kind of things you just kind of either got or you don't got. You see some guys that are really athletic and really talented, but they don't have any ball sense. What does that mean exactly? Kind of like a center fielder in baseball. Just takes good angles, redirects, just that natural instinctive ability, and Carter Keese has got it.
So the pick sets Edon up on the Montpelier 31 and an opportunity here to go for the kill shot. Sapp on a bubble screen, broken up. Nice tap that time defensively. Landon Fackler read tunnel screen and got the deflection and batted it away. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Called Landon Fackler's name a couple times tonight there. 1 sack or a half a sack, and then knocking the ball down there on the tunnel screen.
9:58 to go in the half. 21-0 Edon on the Andres O'Neill and Low scoreboard. 2 receivers left, 3 receivers to the right. 2nd and 10, Edon at the 31 of Montpelier. Sapp, lots of time against a 2-man rush. Fires outside, and it is going to be caught near the 25-yard line. That reception is made by Colton Willis, another one of those sophomores, a 6'1", 178-pound sophomore. Edon going quickly. It'll be 3rd and 4 now from the 25-yard line. Sapp steps up, quarterback draw. Sapp ran into his own lineman, spins ahead forward, and depending on the spot, it appears as if he's going to be just a little bit shy. Eli Fackler with the pop, and it'll be 4th and a long 1, maybe closer to 2 now from the 23-yard line after a run of 3. So Edon will keep their offense out there. They cashed in on a 4th down they were stopped on a 4th down last drive, about a half-yard shy. 4th and 2. 5 wide look, 3 to the left, 2 to the right on this 4th down and 2. Sapp looks, fires, far side, a little bit behind Willis, but he makes the grab. Willis had not broken out of his route yet. Sapp got it there. Willis makes the juggling catch, and that'll move the chains on a 4th down pickup.
Yeah, that was a one-handed catch there by Willis. It really was not that well thrown by Sapp, and that's a kid's name we have not called much in the 4 games that we've done, Edon. So another impressive receiver for the Bombers.
That'll be a 1st down to the 12-yard line. 1st and 10, and again, Edon going tempo. Half roll to the near side. He's got a lot of running room if he wants it. Throws into the end zone, though, and a wide open target. It's another Edon touchdown. This time it's Parrish from 12 yards out.
Yeah, Wade Parrish, of course, had the foot injury. Good to see him get back. This is his 2nd game back and first touchdown that he's had for the Bombers.
3rd game actually back.
3rd game back? Okay.
Yep, Hicksville is when he returned, and then Northwood, and now this one. 5 plays, 31 yards on the TD drive, and now it is 27-0 Edon with 8:52 still to play in the first half. Sprea on for the extra point. High snap. Key sets it down, and Sprea missed it.
Sprea sprayed it to the left.
Absolutely. You were waiting on something like that. I know you were, Foz.
You know what? Sprea, as good a kicker he is from Italy, usually when he's kicking the ball, it's really a pop that goes straight up. Tonight, for some reason, he's kind of kicking it off the side, it seems. We've seen him kick a little bit better, Angie.
27-0 our score. Edon in front. We'll be back to Montpelier after this.
John Dye and everyone at Strong Real Estate in Montpelier would like to wish all the athletes in tonight's game good luck. Located right in the heart of Montpelier, Ohio, Strong Real Estate Solutions is successfully helping people find that perfect home, building lot, or commercial property. Strong Real Estate Associates are available to provide you with full service in all your real estate needs. Contact John Dye today at Strong Real Estate Solutions in Montpelier, Ohio.
27-0 our score. 2-2 Edon, leading 1-3 Montpelier. Kyler Sapp gets his 2nd touchdown pass of the night. He also has a TD running, and there's an INT return for a score tonight for Edon. Approaching the 8 o'clock hour here on a Friday night of week number 5. Again, next week, Edgerton at Paulding, the broadcast game. First time I've been there since, I think, 2016 when Montpelier went there and played a non-conference game. They've redone things there now, got a new press box there. They're struggling this year. They had some controversy to start the year. Brand new head coach didn't make it to the season opener. They had to let him go, or he resigned, depending on the story. But either way, he's not coaching, so an interim coach now. Boy, that's a tough situation on kids, isn't it?
It is, and it's a tough situation on everybody, and Paulding's a team that not very many teams have struggled as much as they have in recent years.
Right.
You're from an era back in the 80s in which they were dominant.
That's the golden era.
And it's really long gone now, but hopefully they'll get it back together sometime soon.
A kickoff return for Montpelier that starts and sets the table at their own 23.
You got to get something positive going if you're Montpelier. Get a couple first downs here.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left, 1 running back, joining Grant Gurrell on this 1st down and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Gurrell the snap. Gurrell gives it on the interior to Friend. Friend will bang out across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. Sliding in there to get a piece of the tackle for Edon was Blake Baker, another sophomore, 5'10", $192. Gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Brendan Friend has carried the ball the most for the Locomotives. This is his 5th carry for 13 yards.
Wayne Trace, a little more breathing room now. 19-6 lead on Lucas Smith and the Hicksville Aces. It'll be officially 2nd down and 6. Gurrell, 3 receivers right. Give again. Friend to the 30, 35, and out to the 39-yard line. Give him 12 on the run before he is tripped up on the play. Best run for Friend tonight.
Yeah, I like what he's been doing, Brennan Friend, playing both sides of the ball, also returning kicks. Got a little bit dinged up there in the first quarter, but tough kid, bounces back up and is making some nice runs here for the Locomotives. His 6th carry now, Andy, for 32 yards.
8 minutes to go in this first half of football. All Edon, 27-0 on our Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard.
Correct that. That's 6 carries for 25 yards for Friend.
Gurrell gives to Friend again, finding a little success up the middle. Good jump cut to get out to the 44. Brought down on the play by Cohen Hulbert, among others.
I think what Friend does a nice job of is his stop-and-go ability and moving laterally. He doesn't have, it's got good speed, don't get me wrong, but doesn't have extraordinary speed, but does such a nice job of eluding tacklers by sidestepping them, if you will. If you ever watch, good hip movement.
So a run to the 44. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for Montpelier at their own 44. Trips to the right. They'll send one receiver to the left. Play clock at 13. Ash Walls is the running back on this 2nd down and 5 at the 44. They'll give it to Walls. Finding a little success. Ran into the arms of Hulbert, and he'll be stacked up near the marker. And I think, they've already signaled. They gave him the 50. They gave him forward progress to the 50, so a gain of 6 on the run and a 1st down for Montpelier. Doing some work on the ground.
They really are. That's what they needed to do. Don't turn the ball over. Get a few 1st downs. Take some time off the clock, and have done it the old-fashioned way. It just leads up the hole in that offensive line of Zaveski and Grimm. And
from midfield now, a 1st and 10 for Montpelier.
Carter Wade up there doing a nice job, too, at the center spot. Fackler moving the D line a little bit this series.
3 receivers right. 1 receiver goes left with 1 running back. Running to the right side, and it'll be Friend, nothing doing. Corralled by Hulbert again. Cleaned up a little bit by Parker Kelly, but back-to-back stops for Cohen Hulbert.
Cohen Hulbert's want to be wait and see him in 2 years when he's a senior. How physically big he'll be at that and be able to move at that middle linebacker spot. And I think he's going to be just outstanding there.
No gain. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from midfield as we reach the midway point of quarter number 2. 3 receivers right now out of the 3 receiver set. Smith goes in motion to the far side. Gurrell wants to throw. Screen to the far side. Martin in and out of his hands and incomplete as he was sandwiched by Skiles and I think Blake Baker. And we have an injured Montpelier Loco, and it is Chavez Martin who was hit. 5:48 left, quarter number 2. A 3rd and 10 for Montpelier, down 27-0. And we'll be right back.
Looking to earn good money in a great work atmosphere? Come join the team at 2020 Custom Molded Plastics in Holiday City. They're now looking for full-time and part-time production operators, and they have schedules that fit everyone. Earn $500 monthly for perfect attendance, refer a friend, and get a $500 referral bonus. No mandated overtime, clean environment, and full benefits at 30 days. Apply online today at 2020cmp.com, then stop in Monday through Friday from 9 to 4 for open interviews on Selwyn Drive in Holiday City.
Did you see I sent those to you?
So Chavez Martin comes off the field here to the near sideline. It'll be a 3rd and 10 for Montpelier. From midfield, trips to the right, 1 receiver left, Friend the running back. Man across here for Edon. 3rd down and 10, or at least it appears man across. 27-0 on the Andres O'Neill scoreboard. Edon in front. Gurrell puts it in the belly, and Edon not fooled this time. Parker Kelly seizing the moment, whipping his man in front of him and getting to Friend in a hurry. A loss of a pair, and it's 4th down and 12.
Yeah, Locomotives have been having some success right there in the middle area, that Edon defense. Parker Kelly not this time. Great stop.
So, punting time for Cam Smith and Montpelier.
Montpelier going a little bit conservative there, 3rd down and 10, and electing to keep the ball on the ground. I think they're just trying to get some confidence back in this young team here.
Halftime in the NWOAL, Liberty Center 16 and Archibald nothing. So they've added to the lead. 16-zip Liberty. Smith, a high snap, goes up the ladder to get it. His best kick of the night. High hanger. Bounces off a Montpelier gunner off of the backside of Griffin Cooley. Should be around the 20, make out the 32-yard line. Yeah, I was going to say, they're pointing back. It should be around the 25, though. That's where Griffin had it bounce off his backside. 4:50 left here in the first half as Edon has the football here again on WBNO FM in Bryan. Get you updates. Hopefully Krista can get one for us on what's happening with Cleveland and Minnesota. Guardians begin the weekend with a 3-game lead over the White Sox and a 4-game advantage over Minnesota. Minnesota and Cleveland playing tonight. Day-night doubleheader tomorrow. A game Sunday and a game Monday.
Got hammered yesterday.
Yeah, ended a 6-game winning streak. So it'll be Edon ball. They're still discussing it. This should be back. I mean, they've got it spotted at the 34, but it's where it's touched, and that's what Andy Robinson is saying. It should be back at the 25.
And I don't know. I think Andy Robinson's right. It went off the back of Griff Cooley's shoulder pad that he was running down to cover the punt, and that should be where the ball is downed.
Yep. By the way, back to baseball. Guardians fans, Tigers fans this weekend. That's who Detroit is playing, is the Chicago White Sox. Minnesota has gotten in front 1-0 in that matchup tonight. So they are going to have it at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10, Edon from there. Offense goes 5 wide and empty. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left on this 1st and 10 at their 34. Montpelier creeps, now comes with the blitz. Pass to the near side, Nestor the grab at the 40, maybe the 41. Nope, it's going to be incomplete. Broken up by Garrett Gurrell, who's able to punch it free. And it will be 2nd down.
Garrett Gurrell, one of those talented linebackers from Montpelier, and we've talked about them with Walls and Gurrell and Van Kom.
2nd and 10 from their own 24, or 34-yard line, beg your pardon. Sapp throws a screen to the far side. A lot of running room for Parrish. 40, 45. Still fighting his way to about the 47-yard line before Grant Gurrell and company bring him down. But on a little screen to the far side, a swing pass. That gets 13 and a 1st down pickup for Edon. Leading at 27-0 on our Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. 3 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Sapp with that look. No pressure at all this time. Can't find anybody, though. Looking for somebody to come back. Here comes Nestor. So a smart, savvy move by Sapp to just chuck it away.
And that's by design of Coach Steve Branshaw, the defensive coordinator's scheme, is he's going to, at times, drop 9 people. There was nothing there for Sapp to throw the ball to. So you say, get to him. I hear some of the fans saying we got to get to him. Well, there's only 2 guys rushing. There's a reason. Coach Branshaw is keeping them all back in coverage, taking away the passing threat, and at the very least, if it is completed, the Locomotives can rally to the football. So good defensive scheme for the Montpelier Locomotives.
2nd down and 10. Sapp throws a bubble screen over to Hulbert. He's got it at midfield and now running down a lane down the near sideline. Powers his way to the 36-yard line. That is a catch and run of 19 to the 36-yard line.
Yep, and Hulbert, one of those, again, more defensively oriented for the Bombers, but now and then will.
And Edon going tempo. They'll throw a bubble to the far side. It's juggled and caught again. And it's Hulbert to the 25, down near the 20. Counted off at 16 more. And I think we have, an injured Montpelier kid initially, now picking himself up. Pushed out of bounds at the 20. And that's the counter move by Bob Olin. Yeah. And now a timeout on the field. Montpelier takes it. 3:53 left in the first half. 27-0 Edon on the march again. A 1st and 10 at the 20 when we come back.
Are you looking for a mechanic that really knows how to repair both foreign and domestic vehicles? Let me recommend Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions. Dave has spent the last 25 years diagnosing and repairing all makes and models of vehicles in Northwest Ohio. And he's now teamed up with Jason Dietz on State Route 6 just east of Edgerton. So if you're looking for a mechanic that can fix the problem that your last mechanic couldn't, think of Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions.
Back out here in Montpelier, they've gone to the half in the Antwerp-Tenora game. Antwerp 14 and Tenora nothing at the intermission in that GMC collision. Again, it's been since 2003 since Antwerp has defeated Tenora. Boy, you look at, we saw Antwerp live, and boy, they passed the eyeball test. That is a really good football team, and if ever there's anybody, the definition of having command of an offense is Carson Olamus with that offense at Antwerp.
Here's the scary thing, Andy. They have 1 senior on their roster.
Yeah. Yep. Out of the timeout by Montpelier. It will be Edon ball, slinging it toward the end zone for a wide-open Keese. He gets the feet down in the back of the end zone, and it is a 20-yard strike for a touchdown.
Yeah, nothing really other than Keese running up the seam there, and Kyler Sapp recognizing it, throwing the ball, almost didn't get his feet in bounds, but just a great job of being aware of where you were at in the back of the end zone by Keese and getting both feet in.
So that'll make it 33-0 with the extra point coming. Third touchdown pass of the night, that one covering 20 yards. Sprea on for the extra point. Snap, spot, kick on the way. It is good. 3:47 remaining, half number one. 34-zip, Edon in front. We'll be back to Montpelier after this. For all of your insurance needs, see Denny Gehrig or Elaine Hake at Gehrig's All-Star Insurance Agency, East Main Street in Montpelier. Gehrig's All-Star Insurance Agency offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance, plus financial responsibility bonds are available. Gehrig's All-Star Insurance Agency wants to salute and congratulate all of the area athletes for their time and commitment. Good luck to all the athletes. From Gehrig's All-Star Insurance Agency, East Main Street, Montpelier. I don't know.
Any more?
34-0 our score. Edon in command. 3:47 to go in this first half of football. That was a 5-play drive that covered 66 yards. Sapp to Keese the final 20 for the TD pass. Sapp has a 13-yard TD run, and then touchdown passes tonight to Radebaugh, Parrish, and Keese to spread the wealth. And then don't forget the pick six from Caden Nestor tonight. And I'll spray it, boot it away from his own 40. Line drive on a hop. Smith has it at the 15, 20, 25, 30. Runs into the arms. He stripped, but it fell right back into his arms. Carter Stanky had knocked it free, but the ball on a one hop, I had a great look at it, popped right back into Cam Smith's hands.
Yeah, pretty fortunate that it did, because that ball was loose for a little bit. But if you're Montpelier again, I think you go back to trying to run the football and you know, get into a position here at the end where you can maybe take a shot at the end zone, not give the ball back to Edon in this 3 minutes and 41 seconds. Of course, if you're Edon, you know, you're looking for the knockout blow. If the knockout blow hasn't already come, and that's get a stop and score one more time before half.
So from their own 36, first down and 10. 5-wide look for Montpelier. 3 receivers left. Gurrell over the middle. Pass is caught. Smith sheds one defender and then wrestled down to the turf by Carter Keese. Gained to the 45-yard line. Make it the 46-yard line. They've already sent the sticks the other way. So it's a gain of 10 and a first down.
Great throw there by Garrett Gurrell. Poised in the pocket. Nice route by Cam Smith over the middle in the vacated linebacker area.
Edgerton back to within a touchdown. It's Ayersville 22 and Edgerton 15. Ayersville comes in 3-1. Of course, Edgerton 4-0, and Edgerton number 1 in Division 7 Region 26 computer points. First and 10, Montpelier at their own 46. Looking to throw again. Gurrell over the top and in and out of the hands. A sliding attempt by Braden Brink, just could not haul it in.
I thought that ball was outstanding that time by Gurrell. Stepping up in the pocket. He threw that about 25, 30 yards on a line. Should have been caught.
So that'll stop it. Stop the clock. Second down, their own 46. 3:17 left in the half. 34-0 Edon.
The problem with this, with not completing the ball here, clock stops, and if Edon does get that stop and downs, and you know they don't need much time to work with there.
Twins to the right. Also 2 receivers to the left, 1 running back on second down and 10. Smith comes in motion here to the near sideline. Gurrell, helmet high snap. Gurrell, a fastball that's picked off by Caden Nestor. Nathan Rummel, the intended receiver, a break on the football by Nestor, and the INT, the third interception thrown tonight, and the pick by Nestor, his second interception, will start Edon first and 10 at their own 40. Boy, that had zip on it.
It did. I'm surprised Nestor even caught the ball. It was going so fast. And had enough time to get his hands up to make the pick, but outstanding athlete that Nestor is. He found the ball and made the interception.
So it'll be 1st and 10, Bombers from their own 40. Sapp and company 5 wide. 3 to the right, 2 stacked to the left. Sapp looks. Now down the middle. Got Keese open, and it's incomplete. Keese had snuck behind Von Kamm, and Sapp's ball kind of turned him around the wrong way and hits the turf incomplete. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Minnesota 3, Cleveland nothing. Bottom of the 4th inning in Cleveland. Game 1 of that series. Again, 1:10 and 7:10 tomorrow with the split doubleheader. 2nd down and 10. Bombers at their own 40.
11 for 21. Kyler Sapp is 167 yards, 3 touchdown passes.
3 receivers right, 1 left. Parrish is the lone setback. Parrish will get the call. Parrish at the 40, got away from Gurrell and still on his feet, and then he fumbled the football. And Montpelier, it takes a 1-hop bounce into Rummel's hands at the 46, and Edon will have their first giveaway of the evening. So it'll be a 1st and 10 now for Montpelier, creating their own turnover at the 48-yard line.
This gives Montpelier now a short field and hopefully put together a couple first downs if you're a Locomotive fan and try to find a way to get something positive here going into the second half.
2:57 mark left, so plenty of time. A couple of timeouts remaining. 2 receivers and a wing to the left, 1 receiver to the right for Grant Gurrell. Gurrell puts it in the belly of Friend, can't get away from Parker Kelly, who slowed traffic. Kelly is winning up front now on a regular basis here on the near side at that defensive tackle spot. It's no gain on the run, so it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Brennan Friend's carried the ball 10 times tonight for the Locomotives, and 31 yards. He's the leading rusher for Montpelier.
2nd and 10, Montpelier still at their own 48. Clock rolling at the 2:20 mark. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left, and a wing to the left. Smith goes in motion. They'll give it to him on a little pop pass. Smith to midfield and belted there. Gain of 2. Good pursuit, stringing it out defensively. Hulbert first to the football again.
That'll be counted as a pass, Andy, because Gurrell flipped it to Smith.
So the pickup of 2 makes it 3rd down and 8. North Central leads Fairport Harding 24-0 at halftime.
The Eagles have managed to win some games this year, looking good.
Yep. That game in Fremont, Ohio, at a neutral site. 3rd down and 8. Gurrell moves to the right. Gurrell dumps it. Caught by Garrett Gurrell. 45-40. 1st down as he submarined down at the 34-yard line. Pickup of 16. Nestor brought him down, but it moves the sticks. It'll be 1st and 10 Locos.
Brother to brother that time.
90 seconds to go in the first half as they wind the clock. 1st and 10, Montpelier getting on the ball at the Edon 34. 34-0 Edon. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver and a wing to the left. Friend the lone setback. Gurrell looks, goes far side. Pass is going to be caught by Griffin Cooley. Cooley, the 6'1 freshman, down at the 20, make it the 30-yard line, at the 30, 29. Now they spotted 29-yard line. Got about half of it, so it'll be 2nd down and 5. Under a minute now to go in the half. Edon will get the football to start the second half. 3 receivers right, 1 left, 1 running back. 2nd down and 5 at the 29. Gurrell steps up, fires. It's going to be intercepted. Overthrew the target. Nestor gets his 3rd interception of the night. Stiff arms a would-be tackler. The stop is made on the far side by Brennan Friend. But that will be now 4 INTs thrown in this first half. And Edon will start the drive after the mini return at their own 21-yard line. Any kind of momentum tonight Montpelier's had has been kind of squelched by those turnovers.
Yeah, yep. He's done a nice job of takeaways. Nestor's is a Pretty impressive athlete back there. Now, interesting to see what Bob Owen will do.
He wants a timeout right now.
I would lead you to believe maybe he's just getting them organized, but maybe he's going to take a shot here. A lot of it, one way or the other, will be predicated on what he does here on first down. So if he gets a good chunk of yardage here, I could see maybe doing a little hurry up. And do have a good field goal kicker, all right, with Sprea. Now, the common fan out there, you're probably thinking you're up 34-zip. Why not just take a knee? Get into the locker room. The game's over. Understand that logic. That's not dumb thought. But you're also probably going to win this game, but you're trying to improve for the next 2 weeks to come against two quality programs. So you're working on every aspect, and providing that you don't have a lot of your ones in the second half of this game, which probably will be the case, this is good work for you as well. So
2 of the next 3, you go Fort Loramie on the road, then home with Hilltop.
Right.
And then that matchup with St. Paul that's at home, Lakota at home, and Ottawa Hills on the road to close out the year. But yes, point taken. Last year, this is where St. Paul and Loramie slotted in for Edon and came on the schedule just because of COVID scenarios for Northwood and Montpelier. As Mike said in the broadcast, this game wasn't played. Fake the bubble to the near side. Now Sapp downfield for Nestor near the 40. Sheds one. Tries to sidestep another. Brought down at the 38-yard line. Pickup of 17 on the pass play. Edon coming to the line of scrimmage with 27 seconds left. They got a good chunk out to the 38-yard line. Hurrying to the line of scrimmage. Trips to the right. Slot to the left. Sapp to throw from the 38. Sapp looks downfield, and it's overthrown. Wanted to go to Carter Keese, but good coverage by Von Kamm. And that goes to the turf, and that stops things with 17 seconds left in the first half.
Again, with Steve Branshaw's defense here, dropping 9 guys into coverage. There's just not a lot of places out there for the Edon receivers to go. And if Sapp tucks it and runs the ball, time's going to expire before the half's up.
Edon with 1 timeout remaining, up 34-0. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Sapp throws the bubble screen to Parrish, far side. He's at the 40, 45, 50, 45 of Montpelier. Still on his feet inside the 40, down to the 38. Got 24 on the run. 9 seconds remain in the half. Of course, move the chain, spot the football. Clock is halted for the time being. Bob Olwin has the 1 timeout at his disposal, not using it. 8, 7, 6. Barring a defensive penalty, this could be the final snap of this first half. Bubble screen to Parrish near side. He's at the 40. He's at the 35, and that's going to run the clock out down to the 33-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play, and that's how your half comes to an end. So a dominant first half for Edon. We will start the second half in a running clock scenario. Edon 34, Montpelier nothing. Your main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime show gets underway from Montpelier after these messages.
The Eager Beaver Axle is wide open and ready for you. Come in and take your shot at throwing axes or share some drinks and food with friends. Rack up the pool balls or take your chance with Keno. It's all inside the Eager Beaver Axle. Must be 18 or older to enter. Find them online or call 419-980-7121. The Eager Beaver Axle, Defiance's first axling venue.
When you're paying the right price for protection, you just know it. It's that warm, fuzzy, totally secure feeling, knowing that you're not only getting great coverage, but you're also not paying too much for it. And there's no one that knows that feeling like me, Molly Culler, your local Allstate agent, because I work every day to get people like you the coverage they need with the savings they deserve. Give me a call for your quote today. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Savings vary based on the average annual savings reported by new auto customers surveyed in 2019 who switched to Allstate. Attention homeowners and contractors in the tri-state area. Did you know Black Swamp Equipment of Archbold services and repairs pretty much any piece of equipment and machinery? Well, they do. Things like skid steers, mini excavators, backhoes, and air compressors. But it's not just big equipment. They also repair things like lawnmowers, snow blowers, chainsaws, heaters. Pretty much anything you can think of, Black Swamp Equipment can handle it. And they are certified service warranty centers for Steel outdoor power equipment, Kohler engines, Miller Electric, Milwaukee, and Toro. Plus, they have a truck fully loaded to come to you to fix a problem you may have with a piece of equipment. To find out more information, check out blackswampequipment.com or phone 1-800-445-2777 and ask for the service department. Black Swamp Equipment of Archbold, your one-stop service and repair headquarters.
Even though we don't know what life has in store for our homes or car, we can still prepare. Introducing the damage doesn't have to be too damaging policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly. Contact Danielle Van Atta, agent at 1318 East High Street, Suite A in Bryan, or call 419-636-0408 today. American Family Insurance Company, SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. When you're in need of a new appliance, go to your local appliance dealer, Direct Link Appliance and Hardware in Bryan. They carry new, used, and scratch and dent appliances. They carry the brands you need: Speed Queen, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Amana, and GE. Many in stock for you to take home today. Then, when you have something wrong in years to come, Direct Link will also service everything. No need to call that 800 number and talk to someone you don't know. Just call Direct Link at 419-636-4541, and they'll be out to fix it for you whether it's under warranty or not. Direct Link Appliance and Hardware in Bryan, your local appliance dealer.
We are back out here in Montpelier. It is the main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime show. 34-0, Edon leading Montpelier. Mike Bumb, you have some statistics to pass along from that first half of play.
Well, I do. Kyler Sapp was outstanding once again here in the first half, 17 for 28, 3 touchdown passes. He also ran for 1 touchdown pass. Running the football, the Bombers did collect 34 yards on the ground, leading individually for Edon. Receiving, Carter Keese had 2 catches for 37 yards. Max Radebaugh 1 for 24 yards. Caden Nestor, again, has been the number 1 go-to guy, 4 catches for 69 yards. Wade Parrish had a nice game so far for 4 catches for 53 yards on those bubble screens. Cohen Holbert also caught the ball a couple times for 35 yards. And Willis caught the ball 1 time for 10 yards. Total of 283 yards for the Edon Bombers. The Edon Bombers have 16 first downs in the first half. For the Montpelier Locomotives, obviously not quite as good of a situation here. The Locomotives, the first half, Garrett Gorell was 8 for 20. Does have the 4 picks for 59 yards. Leading receivers for the Locomotives, Cam Smith, has caught 5 catches for 32 yards. Ash Walls has caught 1. Brennan Friend has caught 1, and Garrett Gorell has had 2 catches for 17 yards. The Locomotives have a total offense this half of 58 yards of total offense for the Montpelier. 59 yards. The Locomotives have 114 yards of total offense in the first half. Rushing the football, Brennan Friend has been the workhorse, carrying the ball so far 10 times for 31 yards for Montpelier, along with Grant Gorell, the quarterback, scrambling 3 times for 6 yards. Score right now at halftime, 34, Edon 0, Montpelier.
Yep. Sapp capped off a 48-yard drive with a 13-yard TD run. Sapp to Radebaugh, 24-yard TD pass for a 41-yard touchdown drive. Pick 6 for Caden Nestor, covering 17 yards, made it 21-0. Sapp to Wade Parrish, 12 yards, a 5-play, 31-yard drive. And then Sapp to Keese, 20-yard touchdown. That was a 5-play, 66-yard drive. So that recaps the drives there. Again, at the half, it's Edon 34, Montpelier 0. We'll take a break and check other scores from around Northwest Ohio. Crystal will rejoin us next on our main stops halftime show here on B-Rock Sports.
Chase a brighter future with Veland Chase, hiring full-time second-shift production and maintenance employees for their brass rod facility located in Holiday City. Starting wages at $19 per hour, earning up to $23 after the first year with shift premiums and overtime available. They also provide bonus potential, full benefits including medical, dental, vision, and 401k with company match and college tuition reimbursement. If you're looking for a great career with a strong manufacturing company that's been here for over 50 years, visit brassjobs.com. They want to help you chase a brighter future at Veland Chase. Please apply at brassjobs.com.
You do your best to protect your loved ones, and while you may keep a fresh battery in your smoke detector and have a reliable home security system, there's a whole different type of protection you may be missing. A life insurance policy from Auto Owners Insurance is a way to safeguard your loved ones now and in the future. Meet with your local independent agent and secure a policy today to protect their tomorrows. Visit Andrews O'Neill & Lowe in Archbold, Bryan, or Wasion, or visit us online at andrewsoneillandlowe.com.
Looking for a new grill before winter? Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan has Weber grills on sale with free assembly and delivery on grills $3.99 and up. For those last-minute outdoor projects, select Milwaukee hand tools. Your choice, $14.99. Or a Little Giant 22-foot multi-purpose ladder. Buy the ladder and get the ladder tool tray for free. Stock up on KT Songbird Blend or Wild Bird Seed. Buy one, get one free, along with Ace Insect Killer, 2 for $6. Everything you need you can find at Donaldson's Ace Hardware in Bryan. Ace, the helpful place.
Your friends at your neighborhood Edon Farmers Co-op Country Store would like to invite you to stop in at the Edon, Montpelier, and Edgerton stores to check out their complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, and outdoor products. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff is ready to answer all of your questions concerning their complete line of Kalmbach, Land O'Lakes, and much, much more. For your convenience, your purchase can be carried to your vehicle by one of their employees. Be sure to stop by soon and see them at your hometown country store, the Edon Farmers Co-op.
Harvest is here and you don't want to cook? Make it a pizza night. Give us a call at 419-272-2452. Ask about our great weekly and weekend specials. Here at Edon Pizza, we strive to have the freshest buns, pizza dough, and produce. Edon Pizza, located in downtown Edon.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Krista Bruner in the B-Rock Studios with your Northwest Ohio Main Stop Scoreboard Show. In our broadcast game, Edon is on top of Montpelier 34-0. On our sister station, the Q96.5, Delta is winning over Bryan 14-0. Wasion is leading Swanton 14-6. Antwerp wants to win over Tenora 14-6. Patrick Henry is on top of Evergreen 20-0. Liberty Center is leading Archbold 16-0. Perrysburg is fighting back Napoleon 35-0. Toledo Christian leads Stryker 42-8. Defiance is on top of Kenton 28-6. Ayersville is holding back Edgerton 22-15. Holgate is winning over Danbury 16-6. And Wayne Trace leads Hicksville 33-6. And in the fifth, Cleveland is trailing the Twins 3-0. That's been a check of your scores brought to you by the main stops of Northwest Ohio. Keep it here for more game coverage right after these messages.
Always supporting student athletes and coaches in the Edon School District, the Edon Athletic Boosters. The Edon Athletic Boosters would like to take this opportunity to salute the student athletes and coaches in tonight's game. Hey, how would you like to be a part of the Edon Athletic Boosters? Come to a meeting and find out what they're all about. Maybe even volunteer at a concession stand. For more information, phone 419-272-3213. The Edon Athletic Boosters, supporting student athletes and coaches in Edon.
Miller's Body Shop on Whitaker Drive in Montpelier is the place to go for all your vehicle body work. Whether it's a new or old car, Miller's has been working for you for over 40 years, so you know it's a body shop you can trust. They offer towing and a full-service body shop with used cars for sale as well. Stop by Miller's Body Shop and take a look at their used car lot. And if you need some body work done, give Miller's Body Shop in Montpelier a call today. Miller's Body Shop, wishing the Edon Bombers good luck in tonight's game. Go Bombers!
Since 1875, 4 generations of the Krill family have served this area. Krill Funeral Service realizes that the end can be a difficult and emotional time. They will guide you through each and every step of the funeral process, carefully and with integrity. Krill Funeral Service expresses appreciation for your trust in them, and they'll continue to be there for you in times of need. Krill Funeral Service of Edgerton, Edon, and on West Mulberry Street in Bryan, where they offer an on-site crematory.
Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, wants to say good luck to the Edon Bombers in tonight's athletic contest. Precise Metal Form is a proud supporter of Edon Bomber athletics, both boys and girls sports. Precise Metal Form in Bryan, saluting the athletes on all of their hard work and wishing them the best of luck in this athletic contest. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, saying go Bombers in this game.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With Midwest Community Federal Credit Union's new rewards checking account powered by Bazing, you get access to thousands of local discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. All you have to do is show your mobile coupon and save. No matter who you are or what you do, saving money is for everyone. Stop by a Midwest Community branch or visit midwestcommunity.org to open a rewards checking account today.
We are back at Hobie Krause Field in Montpelier. 34-zip Edon with the lead. Again, we'll start the second half with a running clock. We'll talk about that point differential rule. Had some confusion and people have asked us, when does the clock stop? When does it start? We'll go through those rules and how that works. I want to ask you, this is a night, Foz, that Montpelier, in their 100th season, is celebrating a lot of different things. They had a 30-year anniversary for the 92 team in week number 1. Tonight, members of the 73 team, which it'll be their 50th anniversary next year in 2023, but they were here tonight as honorary captains for the coin toss. What kind of, I know you don't have memories, but what kind of stories have you had passed down? And you're a historian anyways. What do you know? What can you tell our listeners a little bit about that team and maybe about playoffs? Talk a little bit about what it was like back then.
Well, I know they lost the first game of the season to Napoleon, I believe it was, and they knew coming back into that 73 season that this was a special team that had a chance to do what they did. Now, in those days, it was almost impossible to make the playoffs. But once you got into the playoffs, there was only a couple games until you got to the state championship game. And Montpelier had lost that opening game of the season, and they thought their dream had died. But they had ran the table then after that in the NWL.
Wasn't 10 yet, though. It was like maybe
nine game
8 or
season,
9?
I believe. And ran the table then and just got in and beat Middletown Fenwick. Or it was Newark State, yeah. Was it Middletown Fenwick they lost to? Or
that's who they lost to, yep.
Newark Catholic, and beat them in a game that they were heavy underdogs in. Really great backfield. And Lee Richmond and Lynn Oberlin and Tom Harrington and a great big right tackle and Denny Gehrig and just some really good, a lot of them still living in the area. So, you know, that's kind of a neat thing, too, that you don't see so much in small schools. Montpelier being one of those for sure. I mean, we see it a little bit in the MAC schools and maybe, you know, on an Archibald or a Liberty Center, you see people go to college or go off and then they come back and they raise their family in those small communities. Hasn't been such the case in a lot of communities, including Montpelier. But that 73 team, there's a lot of guys that have came back to Montpelier and are still around, and saw some of them tonight.
Yeah, it was nice to see, and a great job by Joe Brigle and the athletic department to do that and honor those teams and grades. One of still just 3 teams that have advanced to the postseason. Take out the COVID year when everybody got into the playoffs, but 73 and then 92 and 93. And hard to believe we're going to try to put a Wednesday show together to talk about that 92 team on the 30th anniversary.
And if you look at Montpelier, the success that they've had as a school, a lot of it was in that, you know, late 60s to late 70s kind of an era for Montpelier. 67, 66, all the way up until the late 70s in all sports. They had a lot of championships, boys and girls, and there's really no secret of why that was. That was during the heyday of the railroad, and things were going good there, and you had a really good economic base and a good family unit, and some good athletes that came with that, and hence you have some success within your community, and that was, those 70s were kind of the prime era of Montpelier athletics.
Yeah, absolutely. Great to see tonight, and great to see those guys come back and be a part of this. And look forward to a little bit more. Look forward to the second half. Want to see what both teams are looking for. I mean, Edon's going to leave here 3-2 and 2-0 in the attack. There's no question about that. Montpelier is going to lose this football game, but I want to get your thoughts on what each coach wants to see here in the second half. We'll do that after we take this quick break. More to come from Montpelier. We're at the half in the Main Stop's halftime show. 34-0, our score here on B-Rock Sports.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
See Cannell Insurance Agency of downtown Montpelier, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Hi, Dan Stuckey here, broker owner of Real Estate Advantage Team. We believe that giving back to our community is not only a pleasure, but the right thing to do. To show our dedication to the community, we will donate 10% of the company's net income from your sale to a church or nonprofit charity of your choice, honoring you as the reason for the donation. So let's get you moving. Call 419-636-5100 for more details.
Welcome back out here to Montpelier. All right, Foz, you've been on both ends of these in the coaching world that you were a part of. What's Bob Olwin looking for from his group up 34-0? What does Andy Robinson want to see out of his Locos down 34-0?
Well, Coach Olwin's got two big games coming right out of this. Obviously, stay healthy, but you can't talk about that. You can't prepare for that. So what you're looking for is execution. Challenge. These are the times if you're going to get. I'm not a guy who believes in a lot of screaming and yelling, but these are the types of the games where you got to really challenge your team. When you're up so big, you get complacent. You're going to win this game. The kids know that. It's obvious. But you can develop some bad habits when it's such a mismatch and you're going to win the game. And those habits won't show up maybe this week, but they will in the games and the weeks to come. So if you're Bob Olwin, you're talking about, listen, you're going in there and you're kind of nitpicking everything your team's done. You didn't do this very well. You didn't do that very well. You got to be sharper here. You missed a tackle there. We've got to be a lot better if we're going to get to where we want to get. Those kind of conversations he's going to have at halftime with his Edon Bomber team. Mm-hmm. And he's going to say, right now, you're going to play at least the third quarter. If I'm Bob Olwin, I'm going to have my starters play the third quarter. Not that you want to run the ball, the score up, but you've got to get better for these next two important games. You want to get in the playoffs, right? It's still business. I know it's high school ball, but it's still business. So that's what I would do if I'm Bob Olwin. Now, if you're Andy Robinson, switch the page. Let's win the second half, boys, okay? Listen, we turned the ball over a little bit. We did a lot of really good things. We had some good completions. We've ran the ball effectively at times. We stopped them a couple times, all right? We're not that far away. We're a play here and there away. And that's what you're selling your team on, okay? The kids know they're not going to win this game tonight, but it's about improvement for the following week. So you're going to tell your team, you're going to challenge them, first of all, let's win the third quarter. Then you're going to say, let's win the fourth quarter. And just be positive. Just be positive. These kids work their tails off on both sides. Any kid that plays football, it is a demanding sport. It is a time-consuming sport, and you have to respect both sides, whether you're winning or losing. So you put a lot of time into it. You owe it to yourself to go out there and give it your best performance.
Halftime brought to you by the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Always open when you need them. And don't forget Thirsty Thursdays at the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. 34-0, Edon leads Montpelier. Second half gets underway when we come back on B-Rock Sports.
Be part of the Montpelier Athletic Boosters and help support all the athletes at the Montpelier schools by calling 419-485-6785. The Montpelier Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the Montpelier athletes good luck in today's game. Strive to be the best, and you will succeed at everything you do. The Montpelier Boosters are proud of all your achievements. Good luck and do your best. That's all anyone can ask. And go Locos!
Have you always dreamed of starting your own business? Are you looking for ways to fund your child's education or save for retirement? Maybe you'd like to buy that dream home. Well, the State Bank can help you meet your financial goals, whatever they may be. With State Bank, you'll get all the products and services you expect from your bank with the personal attention of a locally operated community bank. Find a location near you today. State Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services and see how soon you can get a Lennox home comfort system that'll help improve your health and your mood. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call us today at 1-800-329-4040 or visit us at starksphs.com.
We come back out here to Hobie Krause Field in Montpelier. Just a refresher course for those of you wondering how this works. It's 30 and above is the point differential rule, the mercy clock rule. The clock is stopped when an official's timeout is called, either for an injured player or following a change of team possession. The clock is stopped also with a charged timeout at the end of a quarter when a score occurs, and then anything that's deemed an unusual delay, whether that be like a lightning weather situation, whatever it might be considered unusual. Then the clock will start again on the ready for play signal for the first play after the above situations, and then the clock continues to run in any and all other situations. So we do get some questions on that and how and when they stop clocks anymore in running clock games, and so there you go. By the way, an update, Sonora has rallied back, and you didn't think they'd go quietly into the night. They were trailing by 2 touchdowns. They have tied it now. It is Antwerp and Sonora tied at 14. You and I on Wednesday thought Antwerp on the road in that one. It still may happen, but a good answer by Kenny Krause and the Rams here tonight to tie that game in the second half, Oz.
Yeah, Sonora, of course, is kind of the staple of success in the GMC. No question, not kind of, they are. One of those programs like an Archibald, like a Liberty Center, like maybe a Boissillon that just has a lot of good things going for them, and consequently you're going to have good athletics.
Haven't heard anything in a while. Last we heard, Liberty Center was up 16-0 on Archibald, and it was Ayersville 22 and Edgerton 15 in another big game in the GMC. I called that game the table setter because you had needed that one. The Ayersville-Edgerton winner needed to win that, survive, and stay alive for they both play Antwerp and Sonora down the road. So going to be tough to get beyond one. You're not going to do anything beyond one conference loss, and maybe not even one. That Sonora-Antwerp winner then could go on and run the table from there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see, we hadn't seen Wayne Trace. We thought them as a dark horse. Lost to Edgerton. Edgerton's struggling right now with Ayersville, who is the surprise team in the GMC. So, yeah, I think it right now is shaping up that Antwerp, Sonora, the winner of tonight, probably is going to be, as you said, Andy, the GMC champion.
Fairview leads Paulding 10-7. That was the battle of hopefuls as far as hoping to get wins and breaking through tonight. Edgerton returned the second half kickoff for a touchdown, we are told. So that game with Ayersville now tied at 22, Edgerton and Ayersville. Edon getting their hands on the football first, and they're going to see Montpelier go onside kick, and Edon covered it up quickly just across midfield. Cole Olds got on it at about the 47-yard line. So that running clock scenario has us off and running, and Edon a first down and 10. And as we expected, and as Foz talked about, it's only game 5. You want to keep getting better. You're going to continue to run what you run, and those ones are out there.
And Edon throws the football, so they're going to throw the football up 40 points. So please don't let me hear everybody in the stands say, why are you throwing the ball when you're up 40? That's what they do. They've got to get better, and the kids have got to play to improve from week to week if they're going to meet their goals.
5 wide look, empty set for Sapp. Sapp on first down, has lots of time because only a 2-man rush again. Sapp rolling to the near side, wanted to do a little push pass for Wade Parrish, but he had already taken off downfield. Braden Smith was with him anyways, and it'll be second down and 10.
And I know it's not going to show up, but I really like what Steve Branshaw's trying to do defensively tonight. He's getting creative. He's dropping 9. He's bringing pressure. It doesn't look like Montpelier's been that effective, but they've gotten Edon in third down and long situations tonight on several different occasions. Edon's just been better and made plays when they have to, but schematically, I like what Montpelier's trying to do.
Second down and 10 for Edon at their own 47. Still Liberty Center up 16-0 on the Blue Streaks. 2 receivers left. 3 receivers go to the right. Sapp waiting on the snap near his 40-yard line as Parrish comes in motion, and we're going to have a false start on Edon.
Those are those mental things, those lack of focuses that you oftentimes will see when the game gets to be lopsided that going to drive Coach Olin crazy, I'm sure. But
Perrysburg mauling Napoleon 44-0. Wauseon up 21-6 on Swanton. That's I
think tonight, Andy, am I going on a limb here? It's only week 5, right?
Week 5.
The winners in the GMC tonight and NWAL, I think, will run the table. For tonight, it's championship night. Liberty Center.
That's an
Archibald.
early call.
Who's going to beat them? Who's going to beat the winner of Liberty Archibald? Who's going to beat the winner?
PH in a rivalry game.
Okay.
Just maybe.
Okay.
2nd and 15. Swing pass here to the near side. Penalty marker down. Radabaw's run is going to be all for naught. It's a good run. He's still on his feet. He's at the 20, and he's dragged down inside the 20, but this is coming back. And you could tell right away that there wasn't a bunch of excitement happening from the Edon perspective because of that penalty flag and where it was thrown.
Yeah, that's a good call. There was a hold on the perimeter. Edon runs those bubble screens so effectively. They've had success with Montpelier dropping so many in coverage, but Holbert that time got his hands a little wide. Okay, but who's going to beat? We said no one's going to beat.
So in the GMC, go to the GMC first. Antwerp Tenora winner tonight.
Who can beat them?
Edgerton Ayersville winner, maybe?
Listen, you never say you can't beat a team, but boy,
but you're calling it.
I just don't see.
Wow.
I don't see the.
I love your style,
I don't
though.
know, do you?
Probably not. If you're asking me to make a decision, it's quite possible that tonight's winners are going to be the conference champs.
Thank you.
That penalty flag goes all the way back to the 27. That will make it now 2nd and 30. Back at the 27, the original line of scrimmage is the 47. 5 wide look. Parrish goes in motion. They want to throw him a screen to that far side, and he juggled, and no, it's a fumble. He caught it and dropped it, and then recovered by Nestor.
No, they ruled that incomplete, Andy.
We saw the beanbag come out.
I know.
Okay, they go incomplete now? So it'll be 3rd and 30.
Only 3 plays into the third quarter. But
3 plays in, and we've chewed up almost 4.5 minutes.
And not the start that Coach Owen wants. He wants his team to be focused and crisp here, however long they're going to play. And at least the first few plays, not the case.
34-0 Edon on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Just underway in the second half. 3rd down and 30 for Edon at their 27. Play clock into single digits now. 1 running back, 2 receivers both ways. Parrish in the backfield. Sapp to throw on 3rd down and 30. Steps up, down the middle, got Nestor wide open, and on 3rd and 30, they're going to cash in. And Nestor's still running. He's stepping out of a couple of tackles. His forward progress will get him at the 39 or 40-yard line. They needed 30, and they get 33 on 3rd down and 30.
Yeah, that's just back-breaking from Montpelier. You had some breaks with the penalties. You played a little bit of good D, and then Edon finds Nestor. Nestor's just so good there. That ball was actually, I don't think he was wide open. I thought it was semi-well covered, but Nestor's so big and strong, catches the ball in his hands in traffic.
The kickoff return by Edgerton that tied it, answered by an Ayersville score. They now lead Edgerton 30-22 in that back-and-forth game. A pump and go taken away. Now Sapp going to try to run, and he's spun down forward by Gurrell. Pickup of 1 or 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. That was Garrett Gurrell who made the tackle. Halfway through the 3rd quarter already. 34-0 Edon. First possession of the half for either team. Start of the 4th quarter. Liberty Center 16 and Archibald 0. Look forward to that Casey Moeller visit when he heads our way. Love talking ball with him.
Great dude.
Got some talented daughters that you saw way too much of in the postseason.
I'll tell you what, there's one team that can challenge Brian in the NWL girls hoops. It's Liberty Center.
5 wide look, back to throw on 2nd and 9. Sapp coming to the near side. Sapp slings it toward the end zone, taking a chance with Nestor, and he couldn't bring it in. Got behind Rummel, who broke it up at the last minute, and it'll be 3rd and 8. Great ball by Sapp on the move, moving to his left on that throw. thought, you know what? I'll take my chances with Caden Nestor at 6'1" down into the back of the end zone.
A catchable ball, too.
Yeah.
That's one that Nestor usually will haul in.
3rd and 9 from the 39 of Montpelier. We're Edon up 34-0. 4:55 and rolling to play in the third. Trips to the right. Twins to the left. 3rd and 8. Sapp, tunnel screen. Keese at the 40. 35-30. 25-20. See you later. Touchdown, Carter Keese. Sapp found him on the tunnel screen, and Carter Keese did the rest for the 38-yard score.
Yeah, really nobody there on that time. Caught Montpelier bringing some pressure that time. Was the perfect play call for that scenario, and Carter Keese does the rest.
40-0. Carlos Sprea is on for the point after. Kick on the way, and the extra point is good. 41-0 Edon on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Back to Montpelier in a moment.
If you've been thinking about a remodeling project for your home or business, Field Supply Center in Blakesley should be your first choice. Field Supply Center in Blakesley and not only has all the lumber for that project, they also have all the building supplies you'll need, along with everything you need for the project, including the cabinetry, plus the expertise to help make your home even more beautiful. It's all at Field Supply Center, located in Blakesley. Field Supply Center, wishing good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
John Dye and everyone at Strong Real Estate in Montpelier would like to wish all the athletes in tonight's game good luck. Located right in the heart of Montpelier, Ohio, Strong Real Estate Solutions is successfully helping people find that perfect home, building lot, or commercial property. Strong Real Estate Associates are available to provide you with full service in all your real estate needs. Contact John Dye today at Strong Real Estate Solutions in Montpelier, Ohio.
41-0 Edon on top after the TD pass. Sapp's 4th of the night. Second one to Carter Keese, 20 and 38 yards. And now the kickoff from Edon. Glad you could spend part of your Friday night with us here, homecoming night.
Game hadn't been what we hoped for, but it's been fun. Great. Appreciate Joe Brigle. Great food.
Ball rolling inside. I'm not sure. I don't think he touched it, and he didn't. It goes into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Chavez Martin was the deep man, so it'll be 1st down and 10 for Montpelier at their own 20. Bryan is on the board, but Delta continues to lead 14-6. Not sure where that game's at. Chris, if you can let us know where it's at. I assume at least 3rd quarter, if not maybe the 4th, but at least 3rd quarter in that one. 4th quarter now, John? 4th quarter score. 14-6 Delta. Bryan still has looming Liberty Center and Wasion and Patrick Henry. They came in, though, in the expanded playoffs. Right now, Bryan would be in. They'd be on the road. We're going to see a penalty marker against Edon. That will give Montpelier a start now to the drive at their own 35-yard line. First computer points came out this week. The teams we're seeing here tonight are both Division 7, Region 26. Edon, their first points, they were 11th in the points.
New quarterback for the Locomotives.
And that is the freshman Sharps, and he gives to Friend, and Friend's going to bust it to the house. 65 yards.
Well, Montpelier just going right up the middle. A lot of substitutes for Edon at the game right now on the defensive side. And Montpelier took advantage of it. We also had a quarterback switch there for the Locomotives. Hayden Sharps, the freshman, 24.
Yeah, I thought I said Bray. Yep, Hayden Sharps.
Yeah.
He's
now,
a freshman.
If you watch him throw the ball with the amount of velocity that he throws it, I think he's really got the goods, Andy. he's just got to figure out that he really wants to play football and get focused on it. And I still think he's kind of processing what it all takes to football, and is this for me? And if he does, if he gets really focused in, I'm telling you, he's got the goods. He can whip it. He can whip it.
Grimm's extra point is good, and after the Friends' 65-yard touchdown, Montpelier avoids the shutout. 41-7 Edon. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The Thompson and Giese Funeral Homes of Montpelier and Pioneer take great pride in caring for families, and they'll work tirelessly to provide you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. In addition to the services that are offered, you'll receive an online memorial that you can share with family and friends. They have a wide range of resources to support you, not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. The Thompson and Giese Funeral Homes of Montpelier and Pioneer saying good luck to the athletes in tonight's game.
Edon 41 and Montpelier 7 here in the late stages of the third quarter. The Brennan Friends 65-yard burst on the first snap of that series, taking it into the end zone. And yes, we saw a lot of fresh faces. See what Edon will send out there. What will they roll out there now?
Offensively?
Offensively, I would expect the same.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but the last thing is you don't want to see your season derailed with a critical injury.
I get that too. It's always one of those half dozen, 1-6 the other, but.
A kick deep, and it'll go to Radebaugh at the 21, 25-30, 35-40, 45-50. He's gone. Sideline right, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Max Radebaugh, acceleration, 79 yards for the score. He had a terrific special teams game against Antwerp. He also took one back that game.
Yeah. And took several back past into Antwerp territory. So he's really emerged himself as a dynamic playmaker here offensively and on special teams. Pretty good in the defensive side, too. One of those sophomores, Reed, that we've talked a lot about.
So the happiness on the Montpelier sideline short-lived after the kickoff return. And now Sprea for the extra point. $47-7. PAT on the way.
Can I say it, Andy?
Booms it through.
Can I say it?
It's all yours.
He kicked the ball all the way to Naples on that one.
I think you used Florence last time.
Florence, we got to find a different whatever.
Yeah.
Our Edon fans out there, we've got to find a different Italian city every time he booms one in.
You live for and you know what? I think you would love to go to Italy, wouldn't you? You fit right in over there.
That's a bucket list, man. Pasta and wine, heck yeah.
I mean, you go over there and live like Tony Soprano.
Well, I'd go visit the Roman Coliseum, sure. There's a good show on CNN called Searching Italy with, who's that, the actor?
Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci.
Do you watch that?
I do. I like that. It's no Anthony Bourdain, but it's a pretty good show.
Boy, we've really veered right here. I mean, we're talking about a phantom trip to Italy for the Foz. But you do have to, on every extra point, I need you on your phone right now to find other Italy cities.
You know what? I got to find some less well-known Italian cities.
You need to go. Oh, here's one for you. Where Michael Corleone went into hiding. Ooh. Where was that one?
Where was that? Corleone, Sicily, right?
Corleone, Italy, not Sicily. Corleone, Italy, yeah.
No, it was Sicily.
So the kickoff coming up.
Sicily, I get it. Part of it's Italy, but.
We have a new kicker.
Is Parker Kelly?
Or is it still Parker Kelly out there? Yeah, it is.
I wonder why they don't have Sprea kick.
No, that wasn't Parker Kelly. That was Ethan Ryder on the kick. And a Montpelier return back to the 46-yard line. You're listening to high school football coverage on WBNO FM in Bryan. North Central up 40-0 in the fourth quarter on Fairport Harding. And at the end of 3, it's Defiance 35, Kenton 6. End of 3. Antwerp to Nora, tied at 14. Delta, more breathing room on Bryan. 21-6 now. Delta Panthers with the lead. So it'll be 1st and 10 Montpelier. Sharps remains the quarterback. Hayden Sharps, 6 foot, $155. 45 seconds remaining in the third. Sharps throwing a screen to the near side. Caught by Cameron Smith, 45. He's at the 40. Still on his feet inside the 40 to the 38. Briggs Gallahue held him up there. That'll be a gain of 16 after that drive began on their own 38-yard line.
Cameron Smith has had a quiet, good game here tonight with 6 catches for 48 yards.
Probably one more snap here in this running clock third quarter. We're at 10 on the third quarter clock now. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Sharps gets the snap. Pressure coming. Rolling to the far side, now going to run. 40. Downhill to the 35. Out of bounds near the yard marker on that far sideline. That'll do it for the third quarter here in Montpelier. Our score going to the fourth. Edon 48, Montpelier 7. This is high school football on week 5 on B-Rock Sports.
Chase a brighter future with Veland Chase, hiring full-time second shift production and maintenance employees for their brass rod facility located in Holiday City. Starting wages at $19 per hour, earning up to $23 after the first year with shift premiums and overtime available. They also provide bonus potential, full benefits including medical, dental, vision, and 401k with company match and college tuition reimbursement. If you're looking for a great career with a strong manufacturing company that's been here for over 50 years, visit brassjobs.com. They want to help you chase a brighter future at Veland Chase. Please apply at brassjobs.com.
Welcome back out here to Montpelier. If anybody would have wanted to spend 30 seconds in a commercial break, that would have been the one to spend it in. I wish I could share what goes on in commercial breaks, but that could be sponsored and sold, and that was our Peltz Lumber timeout right there, I think. Final in the TAC, Ottawa Hills 51-0 over Hilltop. End of 3, PH 26, Evergreen 0. And in 8-man football, Toledo Christian 49-8 over Stryker. We had Kent Holsopple on the other night. He said it was going to be a tough climb. TC is the best team in the conference.
Good talking with him, though. It was fun.
Yeah.
Talking about
good dude.
Football. And,
works hard over there. Stryker kids work hard. They started, I think, with 15, 16 or up to 18. He went and recruited his own hallways, and good for them. They have a seat. They came in 3-0. Here it's 48-7. Edon leading Montpelier. Sharps in at quarterback. Now an official's timeout here just before the first snap of the fourth quarter was going to happen. They're making sure the sticks weren't right. Also a connection in this game that we want to make mention of. Ron Sapp, of course, who passed away. That's his grandson. That's the quarterback. Ron was on the chain gang over here. What, Joey, how long was Ron Sapp chain gang here? 50 years? 40, 50 years here. Ball is loose on the deck. We have all kinds of connections that circulate through this game here, whether it be coaching, chain gang, players, whatever the case may be. All kinds of Montpelier Edon connections. Carter Keese is a familiar name to Montpelier kids, or at least that last name. Older brothers, older siblings, brother and sister that graduated over here.
Many of athletic events with Carter Keese's uncle and dad.
You were old, kind of like war buddies.
Oh, man, we did it all.
You did. That was when we were doing stuff.
Story, man. Did it all.
1st and 10, Edon taking over now at their own 31-yard line. Full substitutions here. Kendall Brigle is the new quarterback. It'll be quarterback draw and run to the left side. He's across the 30, out to the 35, stood up by a host of locos. Garrett Gurrell with the tackle. Paulding, 14. Fairview, 10. There are a couple of those games that realistically you look at on their schedule where there are shots at wins, and that's rotation of Paulding, Fairview, Hicksville all playing each other as far as opportunities, I think, for wins in the GMC.
For sure. But watch out for Fairview in the future. The 8th grade class that they have is better than the team they had, I'm told, at least on paper, 2 years ago. We'll wait and see. So it'll cycle back.
Nobody has Northwest Ohio scouted better than my partner.
Got a lot of people I know.
Screen to the far side, caught by Gallahue, and a catch and run into territory, Montpelier territory, and a late flag coming down as he gets out to the 48-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. Probably a face mask, I would assume, on the tackle. We'll get the call now. Personal foul, face mask against Montpelier. Final score, Perrysburg 42, Napoleon 7. Tough sledding to begin the post-Torrey Strock era at Napoleon.
Always was a team that I had a lot of respect. Division IV school playing against Division I and II schools.
I don't know if our D7 audience can get a full perspective of that. I mean, that's a huge jump.
It's a big difference, man.
Numbers alone, plus athletes.
And listen, and Napoleon was somewhat competitive over the years there, and had some winning seasons and made the playoffs a lot of times.
1st and 10 from the Montpelier 34 after the face mask penalty. 2 receivers both ways and a running back. Brigle gives on the inside, and that's a run for Gage Nestor. He's a 5'10", 153-pound freshman. Wayne Trace going to win tonight. They're rolling 40-6 over Hicksville in the 4th quarter. Here it's 48-7, Edon, 9:25 and counting left to play. 2nd down and 10, Edon at the 35 of Montpelier. Edon going to be 3-2, Montpelier 1-4. Montpelier will play another Saturday game next week. They'll be at Fremont St. Joe's in a Saturday game. Pass is too tall, intended for Gallahue on the far side, and sails out of bounds. Edon, meanwhile, will be on the road at Fort Loramie next Friday night. Still have home games with Hilltop, St. Paul, Lakota, and then at Ottawa Hills, which probably will decide the TAC championship there in Week 10.
Yeah, and Ottawa Hills' #1 rusher is out for the season, I'm told. So that changes the complexion of things. So hate to see that for the kid, but certainly will make Edon's path possibly a little easier. A long way to go, but
8.5 left in this one. We've been in a running clock this entire second half. Edon up 48-7. 5 wide look here on 3rd and 10 from the Montpelier 35. Man goes in motion. That's Gage Nestor to the far side. They'll throw the bubble screen to him over there. A little swing. Gets him a yard or 2, and it'll be 4th and long. Delta going to win 28-6 over Bryan. Inside of 5 to go. 11 minutes to play in Edgerton. Ayersville 36, Edgerton 22. Liberty Center still shutting out Archbold 16-0. I'm not sure if that's gone final yet. 16-0 Liberty. Bottom of the 7th, Minnesota 3, Cleveland 0 in Major League Baseball. That lead was 3. Cleveland over Chicago coming in, and Minnesota was 4 back when the night began. And remember, it's a 5-game series, 2 tomorrow and a day-night doubleheader. Then they play Sunday and another one on Monday. Jamming a lot of games together here. Edon goes for it on 4th down. Flush to the far side is Brigle, and he'll be sacked. And Edon will be stopped on downs with 7 minutes and change to play here in this one. 1st and 10 Montpelier at their own 36 as this drive will begin.
Good learning experiences for kids that don't get to get under the lights very often.
And we have a stoppage timeout here on the field. Timeout. We'll take one with them. 48-7 our score. It's a Montpelier timeout. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Sally Jo Metzger with the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio. It's fair season, and we'll have a booth at the Hillsdale County Fair this year. Come out and save 10% on all upright memorials. The Fackler Monument Company features the largest indoor memorial display in the tri-state area. You can go online to facklermonument.com to see what we have to offer. And we're bringing you the opportunity to save 10% at the Hillsdale County Fair. The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families since 1924.
Fritsch Excavating and CMF Enterprise of Edon wants to wish the Edon Bombers the best of luck in tonight's game. Fritsch Excavating is family-owned and operated for over 30 years, and they handle everything from site prep to parking lots to land clearing. They can also put in a driveway, run a water line to an outdoor building, do a sewer line, or tile work as well. CMF Enterprise is a female-owned and operated business serving Ohio and Indiana, offering dump truck services, including aggregate material sales. CMF also handles a large variety of construction, landscaping, ag, and residential materials as well. Fritsch Excavating of Edon and CMF Enterprise of Edon wishing the Bombers the best of luck in tonight's game.
Back out here in Montpelier, Foz, it's 48-7. I feel good. I mean, this has been a broadcast tonight where I feel like the play-by-play and analysis has been great, and we've had a broadcast that had Sopranos and Godfather references.
Well,
I mean, this is as winning as it gets.
Angie, you can do it all.
Inside handoff and a run out to the 39, powering for about 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 coming up from the 39-yard line.
I'd like to see the Sharps kid throw the ball a little bit more. I like watching him. I like his release.
He has Jaron Donor in the backfield with him. Griffin Cooley is a wide out here to the near side. 6:40 to go. 48-7 on the Andres O'Neill scoreboard. Edon going to be 2-0 in the conference, 3-2 overall. Montpelier will fall to 1-4 and 0-1 in the TAC. And penalty flags come in. Going to be on Edon as they lined up offsides. A lot of fresh faces out there. Brian does score again. So it's 28-12 Delta, 4.5 remaining.
Surprised by that?
Maybe a little bit. I thought Delta's had a sneaky good season. Improved. Let's put it that way. An improved season.
We thought when they played Ayersville that
won that game. They won that
opener.
opener.
Thought that was kind of I don't know, for lack of a better saying, a throwaway game. Turns out both teams are pretty good.
Here you go. Sharps gets a chance to maybe throw, although he's flushed to the near side and closing. Got away from one Bomber, Gage Nestor, and now will slide. Good run out to the 46-yard line. He'll pick up 16 on the scramble. And it'll be 1st down Montpelier at the 5.5-minute mark. 47-yard line of Edon, 48-7. Edon with a lead. Next week again, off to Paulding County. It'll be Edgerton at Paulding in our broadcast next Friday night. 2 receivers both ways. Can Edgerton rally tonight? Trailing Ayersville last we heard. Sharps near sideline. Broken up on the play. It was broken up by Kendall Brigle, the intended receiver, Griffin Cooley.
Brigle did a nice job of breaking on the ball there. And just as Griffin Cooley tried to catch the ball, hit him there and dislodged the ball. But you see the velocity, though, that Sharps threw that with?
Yeah, you're right.
I just think you watch somebody and you kind of know. Somebody who can evaluate talent like the Foz, you just kind of see it.
I'm with you. Absolutely. One of the greatest to play this position in the NWOAL's history. Foz doesn't like to talk about that, but that is a impartial judgment of watching the league that Montpelier was in a lot of years. And that would be the case with, by the way, North Central wins 46-0. That's a final. I got Foz here on that. One of the best backs is down here to our left in league
Peltz
history.
Lumber, I tell you what, for all your hardware and construction needs, Peltz Lumber, maybe take a look at it. New ownership, good personality, good prices. That's the place to go.
Double twins look here. Little zone read. Sharps on the run. Tumbles down at the 30. He'll get 6. And it'll be 2nd down and 4. 3:55 remaining in this one. 48-7, Edon with the lead. Two receivers to the right. That check better be in the mail. Hey, that check better be in the mail come Monday, cuz that's all I got to say. 2 receivers in a wing to the right. Inside run for Jaron Donor, the sophomore, pounding inside the 25 to the 23-yard line.
Moving the ball well there, Jaron Donor. Nice, good-looking.
That's a Montpelier 1st down. 3:15 to play. Might be their last shot at scoring tonight. scoring again. They have the 65-yard gallop by Brennan Friend. 1st and 10 at the 23. Want to let Edon fans know, too. Yeah. We challenged Edgerton fans. Edon fans, Bob Olwin will be one of our guests, along with Antwerp head coach Jason Hale this Wednesday night on Sports Weekly at 7.
Is there a rumor about them putting the athletic booster meeting?
Yeah, they did. They moved it there to like a 6 o'clock meeting just to hear Coach Olwin. This will be possibly his last time on the show. This is our final go-round on the show.
I'll tell you what, no community has supported our Wednesday night show as much as Edon has. It would be terrible if they didn't have a great showing on this Wednesday.
It would be sad if they laid an egg on the last show.
It really would be. We'd have to give the title to Edgerton if that happened.
We would.
Because they had a great showing.
Somebody knows how to market that show. 2nd down and 5. Donor off the right side. Donor into several sets of arms. Gage Nestor among those there. As this next snap will come under 2 minutes to play. Yeah, Bob Olwin and Jason Hale will be our guest. 7 o'clock at JJ Wins in Holiday City. 3rd down, about 4 or 5 for the first down here from the 15.
Beautiful facility once again at Montpelier. Don Slosher's crew of Jason Brandt, Doug Wolf, Tate Fackler doing a great job of making the facility at Montpelier second to none.
Always looks great. Sharps wants to throw. Got a man in the flat. Donor did not handle it cleanly, and it falls harmlessly to the turf. Juggled it a couple of times. Antwerp reclaims the lead. 3:21 remaining. Archers 20, Tenora 14. Last year it was a 16-14 Tenora win, and we're heading home to the wire on that one tonight. 4th down and 5 with a minute to play. Could be the last snap of the night for Montpelier here. Got to convert on 4th down and 5, trailing 48-7. Sharps gives to Donor, running right. Donor battles down to the 11 or 12, and they say 1st down. So they cash in on the 4th down and 5. Clock moving down to 40 seconds remaining. Getting right back to the line of scrimmage here. Sharps on 1st and 10 at the 12. Over the middle, got an open man, and near the goal line, and not going to get in. Jackson Staler, a freshman, just shy of the end zone. They're going to hustle to the line of scrimmage. Going to try to snap it again and sneak in. 8, 7, 6, 5. Right side, Donor, close and not going to get there as the clock hits zeros. The Edon 2s and 3s come up with a late stop to hold Montpelier out. Final score tonight, Edon 48, Montpelier 7. Final totals and the final wrap-up coming our way next on B-Rock Sports.
Import cars and trucks are amazing, but fixing them creates a dilemma. Do you go to the city for service and repairs? Well, it's time for a change. Jason Dietz Automotive Services on State Route 6, just east of Edgerton, is the answer. If you own a Volkswagen, Toyota, Honda, BMW, Mercedes, or any other Asian or European vehicle, Jason Dietz Automotive Services has you covered. With over 30 years of experience on imports, Dave Brown and Sam Bailey are the experts that can fix it right the first time. So if you're looking for a mechanic that can fix the problem your last mechanic couldn't, call 419-298-0777 and make your appointment today.
Best Insurance and Financial Services in downtown Edon is proud to announce they've become a full-service insurance agency, taking care of all of your insurance needs now. Best Insurance and Financial Services has been handling life and health insurance along with your investment needs for over 40 years. And now they're able to offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and farm insurance needs. They can also protect your RV, ATV, and boat. To find out more information, just head to best-ins.net or phone 419-272-2888. Best Insurance and Financial Services in downtown Edon, wishing the Bombers the best of luck in tonight's game.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Montpelier, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package along with a bonus for the successful completion of probationary status, an attendance bonus, and a referral bonus. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Couple of finals. It's gone final. Liberty Center 16 and Archbold nothing. Wayne Trace wins tonight over Hicksville 40-6. Here it's 48-7, our final. Edon with the W. Mike Bumb, you have the totals to tell our listeners all about.
First for the Montpelier Locomotives, they had 15 first downs throwing the football. The Locomotives and Garrett Gurrell and Hayden Sharp's combination were 11 for 27 through the air. The Locomotives did run the ball 28 times for 167 yards, 246 yards total offense for the Locomotives. For the Edon Bombers, 14 first downs. Rushing the football, they had 21 yards on the ground. Throwing the football, different story, 20 for 35. That was Kyler Sapp. And that was Brigle, that were a combination there in mop-up duty as the JV quarterback got in. Passing yards, Edon had 333 yards total in the air with an accumulative of 339 yards of total yardage offensively. First downs, third down conversions, the Locomotives were 5 of 11. The Edon Bombers were 2 of 7 fourth down conversions. The Locomotives were 1 for 3. And the Bombers were 2 for 3. Individual stats tonight. Let's talk with Garrett Gurrell, 9 for 23 for 58 yards. Hayden Sharps came in and was 2 for 4 for 21 yards, a young freshman catching the ball. Cam Smith had 5 catches. Quite a good game for him for 43 yards. Garrett Gurrell, 2 catches for 16 yards. Rushing the football for the Locomotives, Brendan Friend led the way, had a nice long touchdown run in the third quarter. He carried the ball 11 times for 90 yards. Jaron Donor, the freshman, got some late work there for 7 carries for 23 yards for the Montpelier Locomotives. For the Edon Bombers, 19 of 34 throwing the football tonight. Was, of course, Kyler Sapp was outstanding once again for 316 yards. Touchdowns, 4 different touchdowns, 2 to Carter Keese, 1 to Wade Parrish, and 1 to Radeball. Just outstanding performance again for Kyler Sapp. Catching the football for the Edon Bombers. Again, it was Kyler Sapp spraying the ball all over the place. Carter Keese caught the ball 3 times for 77 yards. Radeball catching the ball 2 times for 48 yards.
Plus had a special teams touchdown.
Special teams touchdown. Caden Nestor again leading the way with 6 catches for 102 yards. Wade Parrish had a nice game tonight, 4 catches on those bubble screens for 53 yards receiving in the air. Again, a nice mix of offense, defense, getting better every week if you're an Edon Bomber fan. And again, that was the question mark. Defensively, are you progressing in the right direction? We saw that last week against Northwood. They made tremendous strides. Again, tonight, the number 1 defense for Edon. Montpelier didn't score on them. So I think if you like where you're going, you got some tough opponents here coming up if you're Edon, but it looks like you got out of this healthy and you kind of like where you're going. If you're a Montpelier Locomotive fan, again, coming off a big win last week, going against the game, you knew you probably were a little bit outmanned. Look at the things that you had progress in. Where did you make some improvements in? And I think defensively, I know Edon put up a lot of points there, but defensively, they're in the spots. They're just not finishing. They're not making plays. And those are things, I think, as a coach, you can go back and just say, look, hey, you're here. You're in the spot. Now let's finish the drill. Let's make the play. Instead of being there, get a hand up, knock it down. Instead of knocking it down, get two hands on it, intercept the ball. Those kind of things. We're right there to make the tackle. We missed that tackle. Let's wrap up next time. All those little things, it still comes down to fundamentals. And I think Andy Robinson, the kids believe in Andy Robinson. They should believe in Andy Robinson. You go into the second half of the season, you got some winnable games there, and Montpelier can make some progress towards having the kind of success that they would like to have.
48-7, though. Edon with a win, 3-2 and 2-0 in the TAC. Montpelier falls to 1-4 and 0-1 in the Toledo Area Athletic Conference. We are going to make our best one tire and service best play of the game tonight. Going to go with the Max Radebaugh 79-yard kickoff return for the touchdown. You don't get special teams touchdowns all that much, and so we'll make that our best one tire and service best play of the night. Thanks to Montpelier AD Joe Brigle, the coaches Bob Olwen and Andy Robinson. Great staff here at Montpelier in hosting us as always, and of course all of our terrific sponsors and great listeners tonight. Krista Bruner, who did a great job back at the studio, will have the Midwest Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard show. We remind you, Edgerton Paulding, our next broadcast game coming up on Friday in week number 6. Again, the final tonight, Edon 48, Montpelier 7. For Mike Bumb, Andy Brigle saying so long from Montpelier on this Friday night.